If you're not careful, they can hit 5 threes and a half, which they've done before.
Yeah, just shy of 40% of their shots come from three. You guys have held teams below 25% shooting the three. What do you like about the perimeter defense, particularly defending the three?
Well, I think we've done a good job, and I think as a coach, I think you're balancing the numbers with how many open shots you give up, which I think there's a balance there. But our length makes up for our length really helps us be able to help the paint, but then still get out and contest shooters, and that's something that's really critical to our defense. Our switching allows us not to get in as many closeouts, which is also important, and then the effort and activity. I think that's what it comes down to. And look, guarding the 3-point line, I don't care who you play, it's going to be a big thing.
Finally, Coach, I'll let you go on this. You touched on it a little bit earlier. You told us after the game against Kansas you wanted to see the team get off to better starts. What are you looking for here tonight early?
So just a defensive edge, defensive mentality, and no pacing. You know, I want us flying to the boards, want us sprinting up and down the court, not playing this game like it's 40 minutes. You know, we're not entitled to anything. So first minute is just as important as the last minute. So for me, it's about seeing the edge, the mentality of coming out to compete and be the aggressor right away.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, you mate.
Your Harris Teeter grocery haul can earn you savings on gas with our fuel points. Earn 1 fuel point for every $1 you spend when you shop with your Vic card on your favorite products, fresh produce, and organic brands. Track your fuel points in the Harris Teeter app and redeem your points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. The more you shop, the more points you earn. It's like getting gas money just for shopping like you normally do. Click to learn more. Harris Teeter, in food with love.
Blue Devil fans, here's your chance to team up with Duke Basketball in a season-long effort to support Duke Children's Hospital. We're asking 1,000 fans to be Hoops heroes for the kids at Duke Children's by making a $25 gift to the Charity Stripe 1000 Challenge. Your gift enters you for a chance to win 2 tickets to the Duke UNC game on March 7th. Give your $25 by texting Hoops Hero to 243-725 and become a Duke Children's Hoops Hero today.
This is Duke Basketball from Learfield.
A new boat or just need service or accessories for an existing boat, turn to Overbee Marine. Now with 2 locations in Kittrell and Lake Gaston, Overbee Marine offers the highest quality of marine products and services, including the latest from Sea Ray, Centurion, Avalon, Bennington, as well as Cobalt boats. Overbee Marine also offers the largest selection of parts in the region, along with full-service facilities at their 2 locations. Stop by or give them a call at 252-586-3593 or online at overbeemarine.com. Overbee Marine. Don't let adventure pass you by.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Welcome back inside Cameron Indoor Stadium. What a way to kick off a Friday night as the Blue Devils are back at home taking on Niagara for the first time. Duke, of course, is 5-0, number 5 in the most recent AP poll. The Purple Eagles come in at 2-2. They lost to Lemoyne earlier this week, 74-68. Of course, John Shire's group, fresh off a 12-point win in the Garden over number 24, Kansas. As we look inside the Crow's Nest, a look down, the head coach making his way out onto the floor. John Roth alongside John Rose, our producer and engineer. Trip Hurd back in the studio, our entire crew on hand. And John Roth, to me, this weekend is interesting for John Shire's group because you got 2 games in 48 hours, essentially, because they're going to play maybe a little more than 48 hours, but you get the idea. They're going to play again on Sunday afternoon against Howard. Also, though, it's crazy to say this, but in my mind, with 2 games mixed in here, a brief respite before the gauntlet that is Arkansas, Florida, Michigan State coming right after this.
No, the gauntlet is real. It's coming up 3 straight games against nationally ranked teams. So 1 at a neutral site, 1 at home, and 1 on the road road, and that's going to be one of the more difficult challenges of any team that's going to play in college basketball this season, and especially considering non-conference play. So, yeah, that's something that's out there, but you want to, like right now, be focusing on what you have to do tonight, and certainly taking care of business against this Niagara team is top of mind before you start thinking about Thanksgiving with Arkansas.
And, of course, a good start, 5-0 to the season, but you could tell in our conversation with head coach John Shire, he's certainly guarding against complacency, talking about you have to have an edge, you have to learn while winning.
Absolutely. He loves the concept of learning while winning, and sometimes those losses do happen, and you learn from them as well. Right now, I thought it was interesting. He said winning can make you soft, so that's the one thing he's really trying to guard against, winning and not getting soft while doing so.
You know what wasn't soft? The finish up in the Garden. The Blue Devils outscored Kansas 11-2 in the final 5 minutes, a stretch where they didn't allow a field goal. Given what the head coach told us in the pregame conversation, that might stretch into the first 5 minutes here tonight. It'll be Duke and Niagara for the first time. We will tip it off when you come back to Cameron.
Holiday scratch-offs, what a gift. It lets them dream just for a bit. Ski trip, cruise ship, sports car, pristine yard, courtside seats, fancy meats. Holiday scratch-offs can't be beat.
Give the gift of what if from the North Carolina Education Lottery. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning range from 1 in 3.19 to 9.95. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Duke Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
This is the Blue Devil Sports Network from Learfield.
It's bow time. Carolina legends aren't born. They're handmade, only at Bo's Real Southern Kitchen. It all starts with fresh, never frozen chicken marinated for 24 hours in a flavor-packed blend of bold Southern seasonings. Then we hand bread and fry it to crispy, juicy, mouth-watering perfection. That's not just any chicken, that's the Carolina legend. Order some Bojangles and taste what everyone's been craving since 1977. It's bow time.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear. Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
Trippard with you back inside the Learfield Network studios as we get you set for Duke and Niagara. Tip coming up here in just under 7 minutes. Want to give you a quick preview and a couple of score updates while we have a moment. Right now, 9 other ACC teams on the hardwood tonight, and Virginia currently in action in the Greenbrier tip-off. The Cavaliers trailing Northwestern 64-68. They've got 7:24 left to play there. Down in Tallahassee, Florida State on top of Georgia Southern, 32-29 to count with 90 seconds remaining before the halftime break in the Tucker Center. Elsewhere, number 6, Louisville taking on Cincinnati, part of the Hoops Classic showdown. Cincinnati on top of the cards right now, 15-6. They've got just under 12 minutes left to play in the first half in that one. And also underway in Charleston from the Shriners Children's Classic, Clemson taking on West Virginia right now. The Tigers trailing the Mountaineers 17-15. They've got 7:29 left to play in that one. Before we send it back to Cameron, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID here on the Blue Devil Sports Network. All right, we'll have more updates for you on the ACC action, top 25 scores, and some ACC football as well. But right now, let's send it back to Cameron Indoor Stadium. Here's David Shoemate.
All right, Trip, thank you very much. Always a busy time of year on the scoreboard. You get into some of these holiday tournaments. Hard to believe. Thanksgiving, less than a week away, right around the corner. The Littles, of course, will be having their Thanksgiving up in Chicago as they kick off that 3-game run we were talking about with Arkansas on their number 21. But first, business to tend to here at home, Duke and Niagara. For the first time, let's give you tonight's starting lineup. So we'll begin with the Purple Eagles out of the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference. As we told you, coming off a 6-point loss to Lemoyne on Monday evening, they are 2-2. We'll move a tweak to the starting lineup here tonight. They're going to start 3 guards, including number 2, Trenton Walters, a junior guard, all of 5'9", out of Frisco, Texas, a transfer from Indian Hills, the JUCO ranks. They got a couple of transfers from junior colleges and also a couple of D2 guys on the squad. He had a season-high 23 in one of their wins this year against Binghamton. The other guards, number 5, Justin Page. He's their leading assist-to-turnover guy. 2-to-1, the assist-to-turnover ratio on the year. That's 5th in the NAAC. Junior guard, 6'5", out of Peoria, Illinois, and he'll wear number 5. Number 1 is Reggie Prudhomme. He's a graduate student, a transfer from Cameron. That's out of the Division II ranks. A guard, 6 foot, out of Missouri City, Texas. He's 9 of 18 from 3 on the year. That's tied for 8th in their league. Number 0 is Justin Hawkins, sophomore forward, 6'7", Willingboro, New Jersey. Transfer from Thomas Jefferson University. That's a Division II school. He had 10 points last time out against Lemoyne. And rounding out the starting 5, number 32 is Will Shorts. He's a sophomore forward, 6'8", out of Sydney, Australia, with 3 blocks on the season. For head coach Greg Paulus, in his 7th season at the helm, of course, played here at Duke from 2005 to 2009. His assistant coaches are Chris Buchanan, Will Holland, Jake Prezzuti, and Charles Chigaru. Meanwhile, for the Blue Devils, number 5 in the most recent 8 poll, they are 5-0 overall, coming off that 12-point win over Kansas on Tuesday night, and it'll be the same starting 5 here this evening.
Caleb Foster, combo guard, junior, Harrisburg, North Carolina.
Damesar, shooting guard, freshman. I'm from Italy, Oderzo, Italy.
Isaiah Evans, shooting guard, sophomore, Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Cameron Boozer, forward, freshman, Miami, Florida.
Patrick Gungba II, center, sophomore, Manassas, Virginia.
And they'll roll out there for head coach John Shire in his 4th season, looking for win number 95 already. Very early in his 4th season at the helm, 94-22, his record as the head coach. The associate head coaches are Chris Carroll and Emmanuel Dildy. The assistants, Evan Brads and Tyler Thornton. The player development specialist is Jace McCain. Speaking of head coaches that have stacked up wins along the way, Mike Krzyzewski is in the building here tonight with Greg Paulus back in town. They had a nice presentation out on the floor before the game. John Shire out there as well, giving Greg Paulus the game ball before we got started here tonight. And Greg Paulus, his Purple Eagles on the road tonight, going to wear black jerseys and shorts with purple numerals, white lettering, some white trim on the numerals as well. Meanwhile, for the Blue Devils, the familiar home whites with Duke Blue numerals and lettering, a Duke Blue stripe down the side, and an Iron Duke D logo in white at the bottom of the shorts. As we're going to see the Blue Devils go left to right here in the opening half. Great to be back at home. 1 of 3 times this year the Blue Devils play consecutive home games, and that'll be the longest homestand of the season. So enjoy it here over the next, 72 hours, a little bit less than that before we're done on Sunday.
I think you were right with the 48.
48.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Math late in the week is hard.
It's okay, yeah.
And we'll see Gungba jump it off. The one thing that stands out as we look down on Coach K Court from the Crow's Nest behind the team benches, John Rolfe, very similar to when we were up at West Point, staggering the height differential between these 2 teams.
Yeah, the Blue Devils are a pretty big team to begin with, and they've got really good positional size. Really, they have length at every position on the court, and for this Niagara team, there's a 6'0", there's a 5'9", there's a 6'4". Like it's kind of small, especially noticing Trent Walters down there. 5'9" is noticeably smaller than anybody on the Duke roster.
Lee Cassell is going to lead our ACC officiating crew here tonight. He's assisted by Isaac Barnett and Kellen Milliner. Kellen Milliner has the basketball in hand. Niagara's roster, they don't list their weights on their website or anywhere, but I can tell you that Short isn't giving away too many pounds to Gungba at 250. So that should be an interesting battle inside initially. Although he is giving away at least 3, if not 4 inches as Pat towers over him in the center circle. And we'll see who's first on the tee to get the Blue Devils on the score sheet here tonight as they go to work against the Purple Eagles for the first time in program history. I think number 12 at times can be a safe bet in that category. Great to have you with us on a Friday night. Away we go as the Blue Devils control the opening tap. And here comes Dame Sarr across midcourt, left to right. Picks up the dribble, sends it up top. Gungbo looking to the left, nothing there, back to the right. Thought about a lob, instead goes to the right and Boozer. Off of a screen set by Pat, working his way to the right elbow, shovel it up top. To the left it goes and Sarr now. 10 to shoot. On the drive, back up top. Foster's open. And he hits a three. Caleb Foster with his 8th three of the season. And Duke is on the board first.
And now we're going to see if they can take that same edge and apply it to the defensive end.
As Prudhomme on the left side, dribbles all the way to the right. Took a hard screen from short. Foster fought over the top of it. And now they work it to the left side of the floor with Walters. A bounce pass to the right. Everything happening on the perimeter. 10 to shoot. Pounding the basketball is Hawkins. Dribbles all the way to the left. 7 to shoot. Still beyond the three-point line. Finally putting it inside his Page at the free throw line. Then back outside. 2 to shoot. A floater on the run is missed badly out of the arms of Walters. And the rebound for the Blue Devils. And here comes Foster across midcourt. A minute gone in the opening half. They lead 3-0. Boozer going to work at the left block. Knock loose. Here comes a double team. Raked at. Out of bounds. Last touch by Niagara.
Niagara going all the way down to the end of the shot clock on their opening possession. Blue Devils will need to be accustomed to playing the full 30 seconds on a shot clock most of the time tonight.
Yeah, they're outside the top 300 nationally in terms of the pace they play at. Here's Dame Sarr lobbing it inside. Boozer catches, has great position, takes the foul, but they say the foul was on the floor. We'll see who they tag it to. It'll be on Justin Hawkins, and that is his first. Much like the Blue Devils, Greg Paulus' group rotates about 9 out there. Caleb Foster set to inbound, right baseline, left side of the hoop. Lobs it to Gungbo. One-on-one with Short, 17 feet out, puts it on the deck. Up top, Caleb, little shoulder shake, got to the left side of the paint, picked up his dribble, needs some help. Back outside, Boozer. Over to the right, and Evans. They're all over him, took a good screen from Cam. Now Cam has it back, goes inside, got it blocked by Short. And here comes Niagara across midcourt, 4 on 3, I should say. On the left, it's Page, and he's short on a 3. Got his own rebound, though. Bounces one to the baseline. Hawkins at the left block. Back up top, it comes now. A touch for Prudhomme. Working with the left-hand dribble, goes to the left off of a switch. Boozer has him now. Now back to the right, deep into the shot clock again. 4 and 3. Driving inside Walters. Back outside for a 3. That's a rainbow and no good. And Gungba has the rebound. That's on Page, missed one. Here's Foster across midcourt. 2 minutes gone. Duke has the only 3 points so far. Pat holds it high. Evans trying to get loose to the left. It's Sarr. Dribbles, hands off Boozer. Thought about a 3, instead he'll drive. Left elbow jumper is up and good. I mean, that was pure, and it's 5-0 here at the outset. Makes sense. Looked like his free throw release nice and high at the left elbow and touched nothing but the bottom of the net. Hawkins for Niagara. Dribbles to the right, a handoff for Page. Everything on the perimeter again, running that weave. Prudhomme sends it to the right corner, and now Walters. Can't get by Foster. Backs out with 10 to shoot. 8 and 7. Hawkins and out around the perimeter, deflected by Evans, found its way to Prudhomme. 5 on the timer, into the paint, back outside for a Walters 3. That's good. Their first field goal comes nearly 3 minutes in. He's 5 of 10 from outside on the season. Now 6 of 11 after that make.
Once again, taking the clock all the way down, shooting with 3.
Meanwhile, backdoor at the offensive end. Sarr had it knocked loose, but it came outside to Gungba. Boozer around to the left. There's Caleb Foster. Holds it high in the pocket to Boozer. Found a cutter, and Gungba hammered, and he will shoot 2 as he's knocked to the deck by Prudhomme. And the officials step in to make sure nothing extracurricular happens. And you wonder if they might go take a peek. They're talking about it. And we will, with 16:50 to play here in the opening half, and the Blue Devils leading by 2. Gives us a chance to tell you that tonight's game between Duke and Niagara is presented by Steel. You can't be a boss at the big box store. Find your local Steel dealer at steelusa.com and become a boss today.
Got one look at a replay, and it looked like
under review for a potential
Gongba's upper arm bicep got grabbed, and that's what pulled him to the ground.
A couple elements they look at here. I don't think there was anything malicious, so that piece of it's done. But the question was there any attempt to play the ball? Because he just kind of grabbed his arm and maybe held on too long as Gungbo was going up, and maybe that is what Lee Cassell and this officiating crew are looking at. Meanwhile, the head coach of Little John Shire will take this time to talk to his team. A spirited discussion. He wanted them fired up on the defensive end here tonight, and they've held Niagara 1 of 4 from the field to begin with. Niagara, we told you coming in, just shy of 40% of their shots on the year have come from 3. 82 of the 209, and all 4 of their shots have come from outside so far here tonight. And the conversation is huddled up at the scores table. Let's hear what Lee Cassell has decided. Well, not yet. He's walking over to give the word to the official score. Now we'll hear from him.
After further review, the common foul has been upgraded to a flagrant 1 foul. 2 shots for Duke and possession of the ball with 20 seconds on the shot clock.
There you go. 2 free throws in possession. Good crowd on hand here tonight inside Cameron Indoor Stadium. I looked all right, much like last weekend. Healthy number of Manny Diaz's football players are going to be here to throw out some T-shirts, including the head coach himself. Mentioned at the first media timeout. See Darian Minsta over there, the talented quarterback. One of the captains, Justin Pickett. 3:30 kick tomorrow in Chapel Hill, the battle for the victory bell. Winners look for their first win in Chapel Hill since 2017. A little stretch where they won 3 in a row against the Tar Heels. As Gungba is at the line, and the first one is good. You guys hear me say this all the time that are with us on the network. These, to me, are some of the hardest free throws to make. There's nobody else on the line. The place is so quiet. You're on an island, and Pat had no problem with it.
He took care of business on that island, and now the Blue Devils will also get the ball back after that flagrant foul.
Shift change. Cameron Boozer will stay before others come off the bench. Malik Brown, Nicholas Hamenya, Darren Harris, and Caden Boozer. It'll be Caden to cue it in. It's 7 points in the second half the other night against Kansas. Also had 3 assists in the ballgame. Lobs it into his brother Cam. Up top, Harris. To the left, Hamenya into the corner. Caden's open. And he rattles home a 3. Outstanding ball movement. And it's a 10-3 start here in Cameron. 16:35 to play till halftime. A little token pressure. Niagara gets it across midcourt. Now Hawkins in the paint, spinning on Hamenya. Tried to step through, knocked loose from behind Boozer, and out of there with it is Malik Brown. Great defense, and now Cam in transition. To the right corner, Darren Harris. Up top, Brown. Shoveled it to the corner with one hand for Boozer. On the drive, kicks to the left, high, but Caden Boozer has it. Into the paint, back outside for his brother. Can't hit a 3. Brown trying to get the rebound, tapped it out. It came to short in Niagara. Nearly 4 minutes gone, though, in the opening half, and the Blue Devils already up by 7. Hawkins sends it over to the right, and Walters around the perimeter to the left now. Prudhomme gets a touch, and now Walters again. Into the right corner, Justin Page going to work, backs out, reloads the dribble, trying to spin away from Cam Boozer, couldn't. Back up top, Prudhomme, inside, deflected by Brown, out of bounds. It'll stay with Niagara with only 6 to shoot. Let's take a break. 15:46 to play till halftime. It's Duke 10 and Niagara 3.
Down many ways, streets, and lanes all across America, you'll find Valero at your go-to gas station, volunteering with local charities, fueling communities 365 days a year, and generally being a good neighbor. So whether you're in Texas, Louisiana, or Tennessee, or right here in Durham, you can always depend on us getting you where you need to be, in life or on the road, right now.
College athletes are more than competitors. They're leaders, creators, and storytellers. Through True Blue TV, your business can work with top Duke NIL student athletes to build authentic content and real brand connections. From digital campaigns to social storytelling, True Blue TV helps create content that connects Duke student athletes and businesses like yours, creating partnerships that matter on and off the field. Work with Duke NIL athletes. Build your brand. Partner with True Blue TV today at truebluetv.com.
Today's game is presented by Steel. You can't be a boss at the big box store. Find your local Steel dealer at steelusa.com and become a boss today.
15:46 to play here on our opening half from a sold-out Cameron Indoor Stadium for the 544th consecutive time. The Blue Devils by 7 at home. Fitting it's a football score. 10-3 here early as Manny Diaz's crew just threw out some T-shirts to the crowd here. Didn't get one up here in the Crow's Nest. Now, Mensa could probably get one up here if he really wanted to launch one.
I would take this for the first time out tomorrow.
There you go. Over in Chapel Hill, the battle for the victory bell. Meanwhile, as we told you here, the Blue Devils are up by 7. It's super early, right? We're in the first couple weeks of the season, but you start to look at some of the national statistics. The Blue Devils are 8th in the country in field goal percentage defense, 34.4%, 13th in scoring defense, giving up a little more than 60 points a game, and 7th in scoring margin, 32.2. And to me, that's pretty impressive because, you know, you kind of have to look under the hood with a lot of these teams with the stats early in the season, not playing the most stout non-conference schedules early, but the Blue Devils have already played an SEC team and a ranked Big 12 team. So John Shire's group's been getting after it against some quality competition.
And I would say if those numbers are still like that on December 7th, they really mean something because that will be the end of that 3-game roll against the top 25 teams in addition to this weekend. So obviously a good start and a lot of challenges still to come.
As we get back to action, a reminder, the Blue Devil Basketball is brought to you in part by Coca-Cola. Passionate fans and an ice cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. Walters will be the inbounder for Niagara as we get back to work underneath the left hoop on the left side of the floor. Don't forget, only 6 to shoot. They get it inside for Hawkins. One-on-one with Caden Boozer. Spins, goes up, got it blocked. Brown just ripped it out of his hands. And here comes Caden across midcourt. To the right, Cam, now to the corner. Harris hits a 3. Darren Harris knocks one down, falling down. And it's already a double-digit lead, 13-3.
Blue Devils have already knocked down 3 threes here in the first 5 minutes.
Niagara just barely got it across midcourt in time. It's Prudhomme. Waiting. Now to the left it goes. Page cut off on the baseline by Hamenya. Trying to turn the corner. Can't. Crosses over. Trying to get inside. Forced it up. Got it blocked. Cam Boozer, another one. Hamenya rips away the rebound. Here they come in transition. Leave it for Caden Boozer. To the right. Cam's got it now. On the drive to the right baseline. Knocked out of his arms. It'll stay with the Blue Devils as it went out of bounds on the right baseline. With 14:58 to go till halftime. And Blue Devils leading by 10.
So far on their offensive possessions, Niagara has taken the shot clock for most of their time. They had one transition opportunity, so the Blue Devils didn't have to play the whole shot clock that time, but the rest of the time on the defensive end, they've had to go the full shot clock, and it kind of makes you feel like you got to hurry up when you get back to the offensive end.
Cam Boozer out, Isaiah Evans back in. The pass deflected on the way in by Kabeya Shabangu, the redshirt senior out of Justin, Texas. Division II transfer from Northwestern Oklahoma State. As Greg Paulus is going into his bench. Brian Griffith out there for the first time, as is Vitse Zonki. Harris lobs it up top. Brown catches to the right corner. Harris again. This time he's fouled and will shoot 3. And Shabangu picks up number 1.
Ended up on the deck again the first time he made it with no foul. This time, though, he does get the chance to go to the line for the 3.
Chance to add to this 8-0 run, and a chance for us to remind you that Food Line is the proud sponsor of the Score to Get More program. For each free throw the Blue Devils make in tonight's game, Food Line Feeds will donate 100 meals to a local college food pantry or food bank. First free throw for Darren, rimmed off. That was one of the things that was a little bit uncharacteristic of that performance in the Garden. They were just 17 of 26 at the line. 65% on the year. They're hitting them at a better than 73% clip. And the second one here is good. Build the lead to 11. See if they can make it a 10-0 push. And a 12-point cushion. The sophomore out of Herndon, Virginia, averaging just shy of 7 points this season. Set a personal best with 15 against Army. And he knocks down 2 out of 3, and it's 15-3. I guess this is the Blue Devils version of a small ball lineup, right?
Yeah.
Caden Boozer, Isaiah Evans, Darren Harris, Nicholas Hamenya, Malik Brown out there defensively. More full court pressure. On the right side of the floor, trying to break it is Griffith. Deflected, able to save the possession, though, is Zonki. On the left, it's Walters. 12 to shoot off of a screen. Hamenya has him on a switch. Now around to the right it goes. Trying to turn the corner up top, nothing doing. Over to the left, Walters again, deep into the shot clock, 4 to shoot. Floats in the lane and didn't get the roll. Rebound tapped up, no. Third try, an offensive rebound for Shibangu. Sends it up top for a Walters 3 that's good. Trenton Walters has both of the field goals for Niagara, all 6 of the points, and it's 15-6. Caden Boozer races across midcourt to the left. There's Darren Harris. Turned the corner into the paint. Kicks to the right. Amenya stepped out of bounds as he began his baseline drive. And Blue Devils turn it over for the first time tonight as Dame Sarr, the freshman out of Oderzo, Italy, will return, as will Patrick Gungba. Brown and Amenya will get a breather.
So John Shire liberal with the bench thus far here in the first 6 minutes of the contest, already with a couple of so-called shift changes.
It'll be Walters to bring it across midcourt. Bounces one to the right. Shibangu dribbles to the left. Lobs it into the arms of Zonke for 3. Air ball. And the rebound for Dame Sarr. Caden Boozer across midcourt. Back to the left, Sarr. A touch pass for Harris. 3 ball up. Too strong. They fight for the rebound. Zonke has it for Niagara. Across midcourt comes Walters. Over to the left, Zonke. And now into the arms of Josiah Sabino. He had been starting, but didn't get the start tonight coming off the bench. Around to the right, Walters has it now. Crossing over, can't get by Evans. 10 to shoot. Sabino now to the left, bobbled. Griffith has it though, 8 to shoot. Looks to the bench, 7 and 6. Crosses over, can't get by Caden Boozer. Gonna have to force one. Bounces one into no man's land. It'll go out of bounds and over to the Blue Devils. A second turnover for Niagara. And right now, John Roth, the defense is simply stifling.
It certainly is. The defense threatening to really take Niagara from the broiler pan into the fire with the way they've held them to just 2 shots out of 10 attempts, as well as a couple of turnovers.
A chance to add to a 9-point lead with 13-10 to play in the half. A bounce pass to the baseline. Boozer back up top. Sarr. A touch pass to the right corner. Evans. He'll drive into the paint. Triple team. Kicks out to the left. No look pass to Boozer. Can't hit a 3 though. Gungba got the rebound. Steps through. Took a lot of contact. Late whistle and a foul on Niagara. How about the no-look pass from Sarr, though? Meanwhile, Shibangu has picked up number 2.
And lots of contact for Gungba to deal with inside on the rebound, as well as the attempted putback.
And Pat will shoot 2. Came in at a 74% clip. That ticked up after he made his first 2 tonight. And the third one is good as well. So now 17 of 22 at the line as the junior out of Harrisburg, North Carolina returns, Caleb Foster. And Caden Boozer will get a breather. Choppy start in the crowd. The crazies here tonight. It's been more of an observation area. They're trying to get a run going, right?
Yeah.
One fully engaged.
One of those 10-0 runs would certainly get these guys jumping up and down.
House is full, though. And the lead is back to 11. 17-6 with 12:50 to play in the half. Walters sends one up top. Zonke bounces one into no man's land on the right. Short chased it down. Picked up his dribble. Now to the left, Zonke again. Tried to feed it back inside to Short. Stolen by Boozer. A chance to run 4-on-3. Cam to the left. Evans a 3. Count it. Defense to offense, and the lead is 14.
There you go. There was a lot of latent energy in here, and it kind of just started to boil over there with that particular defensive sequence to offense.
20-6 with 12:19 to play in the half. Walters spinning, going nowhere. Evans stayed in front. Now trying to drive him. Bounces one to the left. Sabino a 3. No, weak side rebound. 2 Blue Devils there, and Dame Sarr comes out of there with it. Streaming across midcourt up by 14. Holds it high, hands it to Gungba. Now Foster has it on the left. Walters is trying to defend Cameron Boozer. Bad idea. He's got it down low, goes up and scores. I mean, that is 6'9", towering over 5'9", and it's 22-6.
An easy lob from one big to the next. Gungba to Boozer to put it through.
11:42 to play until the break. Another spurt, this time 7 straight. Walters at the right elbow, can't shoot over Foster. Now to the left, it's Sabino. Trying to drive the baseline, cut off by Evans. Bounces one inside. Short faces up on Gungba, puts on the deck, fades away, and hits. Will Short has his first field goal, and it's 22-8 with 11:23 to play in the half. Caleb already across midcourt. A screen from Cameron Boozer. Sends it to the left. Sarr. He'll set the feet. And the 3's too strong. Gungba tapped the rebound out. A second opportunity. Caleb thought about reloading. Instead puts it on the deck. Back up top. Cam Boozer. Lob it inside to the big fella. Here comes a triple team. Trying to fight through it. Bobbled it. Got it back. Able to save it for Foster. 9 to shoot. To the left, Ame Sarr now. Comes off of a Boozer screen. Back to him in the paint. One dribble, step through, off the window, no, and the rebound for Niagara. Under 11 minutes to play till halftime. Walters across midcourt. Threw it out of bounds. They were looking to the bench to get the play call. Sabino had no idea the ball was coming his way. And a fourth Niagara turnover. Let's take a break. 10:47 to play till halftime. Duke 22 and the Purple Eagles 8.
You got next. The next open road. The next uncharted trail. With Ford Bronco and Ford Bronco Sport, you've got the next great SUV. Equipped with a blend of off-road performance, on-road precision, and plenty of power to conquer the next adventure. For the latest offers on a new Bronco or Bronco Sport, you got next. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
The passion, the excitement, the tradition. This is Duke basketball from Learfield.
Duke fans don't just watch the game, they live it. Sitting in traffic on the way to the game might sound boring. The pregame rituals, post-win celebrations, and everything in between is nothing but brilliant. That's why PNC is proud to be a sponsor of Duke Athletics and support their devoted fans. Because keeping your finances boring allows you to make exciting memories full of all the things that make game day feel like game day. PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. Member FDIC.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids facing unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness and disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Join us in the movement to get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org to learn more. Team Impact. All in, all together.
10:47 to play till halftime. Duke by 14, 22-8. And don't forget that the FanDuel Sports Network is your home for your home teams. Watch all the big hits, big shots, big goals, all in one place for coverage of Blue Devils athletics, the Carolina Hurricanes, and the Charlotte Hornets. Visit the FanDuelSportsNetwork.com, FanDuelSportsNetwork.com today, and watch all season long. Blue Devils, of course, back at home on Sunday afternoon to take on Howard. 4 o'clock tip for that one. We'll have pregame coverage beginning at 2:30. And then their version of Feast Week will be in Chicago. 8 o'clock tip against Arkansas on Thanksgiving evening. So you got to get your turkey and stuffing when you're on the road. I mean, there's deep dish pizza up there also. Better eat something light this weekend. Maybe like a nice piece of trout or something like that. Just to keep it nice and light before all the food that's going to come next weekend or next week.
That's on the menu for Sunday, I can tell you that. Yep. I like steelhead trout the best. It's a great kind of trout.
Meanwhile, John Shire's group is feasting here at home. 6 out of 12 from the field, 4 of 8 from 3, and 6 of 7 at the line. And meanwhile, Niagara, a couple late threes up top has really been it offensively. John Roth, more hopeful attempts than anything else, and the Purple Eagles sitting on 8 points right now.
Yeah, just 3 out of 12 shooting, and most of those have been contested. A couple of those threes were also at the end of the shot clock, so it's not like they really took their time, set their feet, and launched. So yeah, the defense has done its job so far. It's just the numbers aren't going to be as big because there's not going to be as many possessions in this game.
Duke with it out of the timeout. Foster puts it on the deck, works his way to the left, finds Evans curling into the paint, being grabbed, and the whistle goes. And the first foul on Reggie Prudhomme will also be the 5th on the team. So Blue Devils inching towards the bonus with 10:35 to play here in the first half. Actually, that's 2 on Prudhomme. Something to keep an eye on. He's averaged about 9 points a game. Their leading scorer is Justin Page at 13.8, but he's yet to scratch here this evening.
So they just took Prudhomme out.
10:35 to play in the half. The other guy with 2 is Shabangu. The aforementioned Page is back into the ball game. Meanwhile, Evans curls into the paint, lobs it over to Brown, who dunks it down. Nice find from Isaiah, and Malik has his first field goal, and the lead is 16. 24-8 with 10:20 to play till halftime. Griffith playing catch with Walters across midcourt. Blue Devils really pressing things on the perimeter, grading Niagara pretty much when they inbound the basketball. And the Purple Eagles throw it away. A theft for Cameron Boozer, a race to the other end for a two-hand stuff.
We saw him do that against Indiana State last week. Didn't have to go behind the back this time, but certainly a tremendous two-hand flush to finish it off.
And the lead is 18. Timeout Niagara, where we break for 30 with the Blue Devils up 26-8.
Hey, I'm Coach John Shire with Duke Men's Basketball. For our team, preparation starts long before tip-off. Every practice, every play, and every recovery matters. If a player is injured, they need expert care fast. That's why we count on Duke Orthopedics for quick access to world-class care. And you can too. From Cameron Indoor to locations throughout the Triangle, they have experts to help keep you in the game. Don't let pain bench you. Duke Orthopedics is ready when you are.
Orthopedic appointments within 48 hours. Duke Health is ready when you are. Visit DukeHealth48.com to schedule an orthopedic appointment.
10:02 to play till halftime. Duke already up by 18, 26-8. Niagara hit a three early to make it 5-3. 21-5 cents over the last 7 minutes or so. Niagara has 2 more turnovers than field goals. And the Blue Devil defense comes out with some more pressure. In backcourt, Griffith trapped all along the baseline, falls down, out of bounds, another turnover. They just can't do anything right now. A 6 giveaway. And that time he literally fell out of bounds, and that's what drew the whistle.
Under pressure from Malik Brown and Isaiah Evans. No, Dame Sarr, in that corner. Nowhere to go.
So Blue Devils get it back, leading by 18. Deep on the right sideline, up top. Caleb Foster. Let's go Duke is the champ. Caleb looks to the left, picked up his dribble, fed Isaiah Evans. On the drive, into the paint, steps through, kicks to the right, Foster. On the drive, cut off, back pedals, 5 to shoot. Another crossover, gets inside, spins, steps through contact, he'll shoot 2. I think Griffith caught him on the arm. That'll be his first. 16th foul, but a shooting foul, so 2 free throws coming for Caleb Foster. He is 4 of 8 at the line so far this season. Caleb's been in double figures 17 times in his career. By the way, this is start number 28 for him, and career game played number 71. Getting a little long in the tooth for number 1.
For these days, yeah, a junior, and he missed that. That includes missing the last few weeks of the season his freshman year when he was injured.
That double figure effort, by the way, came the last time the Blue Devils were at home against Indiana State when he had 14. Second free throw's good, 1 out of 2. By the way, that 14-point effort, the first time scoring to that tilt since he had 16 at home against Pittsburgh as a freshman. I'd love to see his scoring light up like we know it can. We saw what he did against Michigan State up in Chicago in the Champions Classic a couple years ago. 27-8, 9:27 to play in the half. A bounce pass inside, stolen by Brown. And then he saved it for Haminia to start the break. 1-on-5, Nicholas to the right, Boozer back up top, Caleb puts it on the deck, dribbles into the paint, fed it to the right, Haminia 3. Whistle, foul. They say it was on the Blue Devils before the shot. It'll be on Caleb Foster, and that'll be his first.
Blue Devils doing a nice job to get that ball down the court quickly. Good movement to get the shot, but the foul derails all of that action.
But played nearly 11 minutes without committing a foul.
Yeah.
Really good considering how good the defense has been. And there's another deflection as Brown knocked it out of bounds. And Niagara, well, John Roth, right now, it's all they can do just to get it in front court.
Hey, this may be one of those games where, depending on how many minutes he gets, Malik Brown may have one of those records for deflections by the time this game's over.
Prudhomme shovel on the right sideline. Short. Right side of the paint. Nothing doing inside. Back outside it comes. Under 9 minutes to go in the half. Walters with it now. Dribbles to the left. Harris has him on a switch. Now he lost it up top, able to get it back, fling it to the right corner. Page, some room to shoot, and he hits a 3. A rainbow for his first field goal. Now 7 of 19 from 3 on the year. Makes it 27-11 with 8:37 to play until the break.
3 of their 4 made shots have been from beyond the arc.
Brown up top. Foster, he'll try a 3. And there's the answer. Caleb Foster rains one down, and it's 30-11 with 8:25 to play in the half. The Blue Devils already with 5 makes from outside. On the left, Page now up top for Hawkins. Over to the right it goes. Back for Hawkins, right side of the paint. Can't do anything on Hamenya, just spinning like a top. Up top it comes for Page. He'll drive Brown. Got inside. Hamenya got a piece, but a foul is going to be called on Brown, I believe. That'll be his first, and 2 free throws coming for a Niagara team that shoots their free throws at a 74% clip, and it'll be Justin Page, who's 11 of 14 this season, to shoot the pair. And the junior out of Peoria, Illinois, got the first.
You can sometimes tell an awful lot about playing style when you look at free throw attempts. And you look at Niagara for the season coming in 4 games. They had attempted 72 free throws, much slower, deliberate team. The Blue Devils in 5 games, 139, almost twice as many free throw attempts for the Blue Devils with the more aggressive and fast-paced style and high possession style that they play.
Page knocks down a pair. This makes it 30-13 as we hit 8 minutes to play in the half. Gungba up top, looks to the left, now back to the right. Somebody trying to come free, Pat. One dribble, now get it to Darren Harris. Harris bounces one down low for Gungba. At the right block, going to work in the post. Step through, shook short, missed the shot, but he'll shoot 2 when we come back. 7:46 to play till halftime. The Blue Devils in control, up by 17, 30-13.
Hey, I'm Coach John Shire with Duke men's basketball. For our team, preparation starts long before tip-off. Every practice, every play, and every recovery matters. If a player is injured, they need expert care fast. That's why we count on Duke Orthopedics for quick access to world-class care, and you can too. From Cameron Indoor to locations throughout the Triangle, they have experts to help keep you in the game. Don't let pain bench you. Duke Orthopedics is ready when you are.
Orthopedic appointments within 48 hours. Duke Health is ready when you are. Visit DukeHealth48.com to schedule an orthopedic appointment.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Are you ready to show your Duke pride wherever you go? Visit shop.duke.edu, your one-stop online store for all things Duke. From the latest apparel to must-have accessories, Duke University Stores has it all. Whether you're a student, alumni, or fan, shop.duke.edu has something for everyone. Get your hands on exclusive Duke gear today. Shop conveniently online at shop.duke.edu, where real Duke fans shop.
Today's game is presented by Steel. You can't be a boss at the big box store. Find your local Steel dealer at steelusa.com and become a boss today.
Don't forget, only 6 to shoot. They get it inside for Hawkins. One-on-one with Caden Boozer. Spins, goes up, got it blocked. Brown just ripped it out of his hands. And here comes Caden across midcourt. To the right, Cam, now to the corner. Harris hits a 3. Darren Harris knocks one down, falling down. And it's already a double-digit lead, 13-3.
Excellent play by the Blue Devils during this first half of action. Another defense to offense sequence with Malik Brown coming through with the big defensive play there. So far, the Blue Devils have already had 2 blocks and 4 steals, and they've held Niagara to 4 out of 13 shooting in the first 12-plus minutes of this contest to lead 30-13. Leading scorers for the Blue Devils, Foster with 7 and Cam Boozer with 6, 5 for Darren Harris. Blue Devils have shot 60% so far and almost 60% from three-point range, 5 out of 9 there. Niagara has been led by Walters with 6 points, but to be honest, they've only had 3 players who have even scored in this contest. Walters, the only person with more than 1 field goal made, 30% shooting, and 3 for 8 from three-point range. So Blue Devils getting a 10-3 margin and points off of Niagara's 7 turnovers, and they have a 17-point margin at 7:46 to go in the first half.
And don't forget to listen to all things college sports, including live games and talk on Sirius XM College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and streaming on the Sirius XM app. Appreciate all of you joining us tonight on Sirius XM Satellite Radio, Channel 194, of course, across our entire network, your local affiliate or on the Varsity Network app. David Shoemate alongside. You just heard from John Roth. John Rose, our producer and engineer, back inside our network studios tonight, as always, is Trip Hurd. And at the free throw line is Patrick Gungba knocking down another one. Pat already 5 of 5 at the line with 4 rebounds. 6 out of 6. Big fella stroking him, and it's 32-13 with 7:46 to play till halftime. Walters with it for Niagara. Sends one over to the left. Hawkins gets a touch. Now a handoff up top. Page with 5 already. A handoff for Walters. He and Page have 11 of the 13. Walters, nothing doing. Back up top, Page. 8 to shoot. Trying to drive Caden Boozer. Gets inside. High off the rim. No. Tapped by Sarr and claimed by Haminya. Across midcourt. Weaving through traffic. Leave it for Caden Boozer. Now for the trailer. Gungba and back for Caden. They'll set up the offense. Trying to add to a 19-point lead. Pat looking back door. It's not there. Plenty of time. 10 to shoot. Still holding it up top. Puts it on the deck. Sends it for Haminya. Swings it high. 6 and 5. Cross court. Wide open. Caden Boozer hits a 3 in the left corner. Great pass. And he strokes the 3. And for the first time tonight, the lead grows beyond 20. It's 35-13 with 6:43 to play in the half.
Caden's second 3 of the game, both from that left corner.
And now nearly another turnover. They're going to get Caden on a reach-in, though. As it really looked like Walters and Prudhomme couldn't decide who wanted to take the basketball, but they ticket Caden with his first. Third on the team. Hawkins will head out. He's got 2 fouls for Niagara, by the way. And for the first time, we see Drew Larson, the junior forward that averages about 6 minutes per game. Standing at 6'7". He's got it. Threw it off the leg of Walters and out of bounds, and another Niagara turnover. That's 8 now.
8 turnovers in 13 and a half minutes.
And Haminya will leave it for Caden Boozer to bring it across midcourt. The Blue Devils have made each of their last 4 shots from the field. Caden drifts to the right, sends it to the left. Harris is open. That 3 wouldn't go. Hit the shot clock before it went in. For degree of difficulty, that should count. But by rule, they're going to say it doesn't.
If you could call that in the horse game, you'd have that made.
You're going to win. The head coach is pretty difficult to beat in those types of games. That might do it.
Yeah, you might get him on that one.
Off the rim, off the shot clock, and down. Walters along the left sideline now, defended by Dame Sarr. Waiting, comes off a couple of screens to the right, trying to turn his way around the defense. Can't. Try to go cross court, deflected by Sarr, stolen by Boozer. 4 on 3 the other way. It's Haminya in the corner. Too strong on a 3, and the rebound for Page. He wants to push it. 2 on 2 in transition. Drives, wild shot, blocked by Gungba. Trying to save it. It's out of bounds, and will stay with Niagara.
Gungba had a little bit of an advantage that time because after the previous play on defense, he just stayed down at the other end of the court. He was waiting for the driver to knock that shot into the baseline.
Niagara inbound. Prudhomme trying to. Bounces it into the corner. Now it's Sabino. Sends one up top. Prudhomme trying to turn the corner on the right. Waits, drives, left side of the paint. Nothing doing. Spinning, 10 to shoot. Lobs it back to midcourt. Walters nearly walked, trying to save it from going into backcourt. 6 and 5, a crossover, trying to get by Caden Boozer into the paint. Threw it off the foot of Gungba. And they're going to say it was kicked, so reset the shot clock back to 20 with 5:32 to play in this opening half, and Duke leading by 22. The Olay chant going. Must have been watching Duke soccer the last couple of days, or yesterday, right? Men and women advancing in the NCAA tournament.
Yep.
And we get a foul on the inbounding action as Harris was doing battle with, I believe it was Sabino, yep. And that'll be the first on Darren Harris. 4th on the team.
Men's soccer on the way to Princeton right now to play them on Sunday in the second round. Women will be hosting Kansas here at Durham on Sunday in the round of 16.
The inbound, Walters got loose in the left corner, couldn't hit a 3. The rebound for Gungba, outlet pass for Caden Boozer. Sends left and Harris to the corner. Sarr sets the feet and hits a 3. Dame Sarr with his first field goal, and the lead swells to 25, and Greg Paulus wants to talk about it. We break for 30. 5:18 to play till halftime. Duke rolling already.
You got next. The next open road. The the next uncharted trail. With Ford Bronco and Ford Bronco Sport, you've got the next great SUV. Equipped with a blend of off-road performance, on-road precision, and plenty of power to conquer the next adventure. For the latest offers on a new Bronco or Bronco Sport, you got next. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
.5:18 to play till halftime. Duke by 25, 38-13. Another extended run, this time 8 straight. And Niagara hasn't scored in nearly 3 minutes. They are 4 of 16 from the field with 3 threes, 25% overall. 4 field goals, 9 turnovers. That's the story of the game right now.
Yeah, a couple more of these runs like this, and the Purple Eagles will be ready to skedaddle to the locker room to regroup at halftime.
As Walters shovels one ahead for Sabino. 3-on-2. Whip it to the left, deflected by Brown out of bounds. We're trying to get it to Page, but Malik denied that. And it'll be Niagara inbounding on the baseline to our left. And Griffith to cue it in. Waiting. Still waiting. Having a hard time. Lobs it into backcourt, and Page has to chase it down at the free throw line at the other end. Bring it across midcourt, a look to the bench, and now a handoff for Walters at 5'9". Sabino works it around the perimeter to Griffith on the left. Now back up top for Sabino, and over to the right, into the arms of Trent Walters. Do it back up top. Griffith has it now. On the left-hand dribble, spinning, doesn't see Sarr coming, picked up his dribble, now he's in trouble. 4 to shoot. Here's a prayer from Walters that goes, oh wow, from 35 feet just to fling. He's got 3 threes, and they're back within 22.
Prayer answered.
Caden Boozer got inside, floats and scores with the right hand. That one every bit as acrobatic from 6 feet out on the left baseline. He's got 8, and it's 40-16. I'd argue that the degree of difficulty might have been higher on that one, even though it was closer. Page sends one up top for Griffith. Griffith bounces one to the right, deflected by Brown, came back out to Griffith, and then a reach-in foul is going to be called on Caden Boozer. That'll be his second, trying to get it back. 5th on the team. As we see Cameron Boozer return, the freshman out of Miami. His brother Caden will head out. Caleb Foster is back as well. Isaiah Evans, a sophomore out of Fayetteville, will stay. Malik Brown and Nicholas Homminia, the other 2 out there in white. Walters to inbound right sideline. Gets it in for Larson, and now Griffith. Between the legs with the dribble. Can't go to the left, so goes to the right. Walters had it knocked loose, trying to get it back. Gets into the paint, kicks to the left corner. Griffith has it now. 7 to shoot. Trying to get by Caleb Foster, cannot. Kicks it back outside for a Walters 3. Off the front of the rim, no. And the rebound for Cameron Boozer. Quickly across midcourt, it's Homminia. He's fouled on the way to the hoop. And Walters took the worst of it, but he wasn't in legal guarding position. He is now down holding his face. That's his first foul, and we've got a timeout. 3:58 to play until halftime. It's Duke 40 and Niagara 16.
Your Harris Teeter grocery haul can earn you savings on gas with our fuel points. Earn 1 fuel point for every dollar you spend when you shop with your Vic card on your favorite products, fresh produce, and organic brands. Track your fuel points in the Harris Teeter app and redeem your points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. The more you shop, the more points you earn. It's like getting gas money just for shopping like you normally do. Click to learn more. Harris Teeter, in food with love.
You're listening to Duke Basketball on the Blue Devil Sports Network from Learfield.
Think about the last time you moved. Remember how you said you'd never do it alone again? We know moving is tough, but at 2 Men and a Truck, we make it easy. No matter the move, big or small, we'll make it a smooth one. We're the movers who care, and we'll prove it with our 96% referral rate and courteous background check movers. We're local and affordable. We can help at a price that won't make you wish you'd done it on your own. When you're ready, give us a call or find us online for a free estimate at 2menandatruck.com.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Rutherford with you back inside the Learfield Network studios. Quick look at scores from number 6 Louisville and Cincinnati. They have hit the halftime break. The Bearcats lead the Cardinals 32-28. Florida State is taking care of business at home tonight in Tallahassee. They lead Georgia Southern 67-41. Clemson trails West Virginia by 2. It's 40-38. They've got just under 14 minutes left to play in Charleston. That game a part of the Shriners Children's Classic. And one last game from the Baha Mar Championship. Wake Forest and Memphis going at it. It's 27-22 in favor of the Tigers. They've got 4 minutes left to play in the first half there. Let's head back to Cameron Indoor Stadium. Here's David Shoemate.
All right, Trip, thank you very much. And don't forget to check out Duke All Access with head coach Sean Shire. Comes your way beginning in December, Sundays at noon on ABC 11. And don't forget the ABC 11 mobile app as your ticket to Duke basketball highlights and the latest from the First Alert forecast. Just tap the app and make it your own from ABC 11. Eyewitness News. Here are those scores. It's been a good start to the season for the ACC writ large, with the notable exception of Boston College, who struggled a little bit. Wake Forest has had some hard luck. 2 opportunities to knock off top teams that they came up short in. Louisville, obviously, the win over Kentucky, but up and down the board. The ACC much stronger than they were in the non-conference last year. Hamenya's at the line shooting 1-1 out of the timeout. Missed the front end, but Foster got the rebound. With one inside for Brown. Good position and a 2-hand stuff.
Brown, a couple of dunks inside. Recipient of a good save that time. And the Blue Devils up 42-16.
Biggest advantage of the ball game so far, 26. Griffith crossing over to the left and fed it to Page in the corner. Back for Griffith. He'll try a 3 over Boozer. Woefully short. Brown picked up the air ball. Here they come across midcourt. To the right baseline, it's Cameron Boozer. Going to work inside. Here comes the double team. Step through it. Fed Brown, who's falling down, and a foul coming on Niagara. I think that'll be on Sabino. And now Brown head to the line to shoot 1-1. And the Little defense has just been stifling. 5 of 19. Niagara's 26% from the field. And look, we kind of knew coming in that the Little had Niagara overmatched, but John Roth, you widen out the aperture a little bit. This has been a story all season long, holding opponents below 35% shooting, 8th best in the country.
Yeah, absolutely. That's certainly been the case. It's been hard to score against this Duke basketball team, and from three-point range, I mean, teams only hitting 23%. So actually, Niagara's doing a little bit better than the Curve on that one. They're at 33% in this contest, but they've just made 5 field goals in 16 and a half minutes. That's not going to happen. Get it done.
That's the glass half full for Niagara. The other side of the coin, they're 1 of 7 from 2.
Yeah.
Missed free throw for Brown. Offensive rebound. Boozer, Evans can't hit a 3. Amenya trying to crash the offensive glass. Couldn't come out of there with it. And now Niagara has it. Final 3 minutes and change here in the opening half that has been dominated by John Shire's group as we expected. 43-16. Hawkins up top for short. Now over to left it goes. And Zonke. Waiting. Trying to get it inside. Can't. Boozer was denying Hawkins. 9 to shoot. Prudhomme weaving through traffic. Bobbled it. Got it back. 4 on the timer. Up top now and Page. Page driving to the left. Got into the paint. Whips it to the corner for a Hawkins 3. Did he get it off? Didn't matter. Hit the side of the backboard, and that'll be a shot clock violation.
Blue Devil defense just would not allow a clean look, and they kept trying to find a player to get something toward the basket, but the clock just ran out on them. They couldn't find it. The defense would not allow it.
And that'll serve as the 10th Purple Eagle turnover. Brown has it up top, looking inside, nothing doing. Over to the right, Hamenya catches it. Now Evans has it again. Isaiah to the right baseline, Cameron Boozer. Back up top, Hamenya. Thought about a 3. Instead, he'll drive closer. Spinning, waiting, cross court. There's Boozer. 10 to shoot. Had to go high to claim it. Now Cam puts it on the deck. Into the paint. Kicks to the left. Deflected out of bounds by Zonke. It'll stay on this end of the floor with 5 to shoot. As we see Patrick Umber return. The Saltburn of Manassas, Virginia. Dame Sarr. Brown and Hamenya will get a breather. And the Blue Devils will take that use it or lose it timeout. We'll break for 30. 2:22 to play in the half. Duke up 43-16.
Shops what a gift, it lets them dream just for a bit. Ski trip, cruise ship, sports car, pristine yard, courtside seats, fancy meals. beats. Holiday scratch-offs can't be beat.
Give the gift of what if from the North Carolina Education Lottery. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning range from 1 in 3.19 to 9.95. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
2:22 to play till halftime. Duke up by 27 in the first meeting between Duke and Niagara. First game of we call it a multi-team event. The non-conference game against UCF was a part of the Brotherhood run as well, with Johnny Dawkins coming back to town. But this is the regular season portion. They'll play Howard on Sunday afternoon, and what figures to be likely the most competitive game of the weekend, Niagara and Howard are going to play each other tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock here inside Cameron. As Gungba has it off the inbound, left baseline, going to work, right through the traffic, whistle, double dribble. And Blue Devils turn it over for a third time. Let's take another peek, see if he did in fact double dribble. Oh, they didn't really get it, the replay before the second turn. I think he did, though. It's across midcourt. Prudhomme sends it over to the left-hand Page. Off a couple of screens up top. Page sends it for Short. And now Short will send it further to the left. Prudhomme off of the switch into the corner. Page came open on the left and rattled out a three. The rebound for Patrick Gungba. An outlet pass for Boozer across midcourt. Back for Foster on the right. And now Gungba and Cam. On the left, it's Isaiah Evans on the drive into the paint. Steps through. Wow, went right around the defender and laid it in.
Isaiah Evans with a nice move to the basket that time, and for Isaiah, 5 points now in this half.
45-16, nearly had a steal at the other end. Page sends it for Hawkins, and now over to the left it goes, and Prudhomme spinning. Back to the right, Page again. Waits, back to the left, Prudhomme playing catch on the perimeter. That's been the story this first half for Niagara. Inside Hawkins, trying to drive Boozer, cannot. Back outside for a Prudhomme three that's good off the right wing. His first field goal makes it 45-19. 70 seconds to play until the break. On the left, Caleb Foster. Waits, feeds it to Cam Boozer, lob it to the right. Sarr wide open in the corner, can't hit a three. The rebound hit the shoulder of Hawkins and was claimed by Short. Final minute of the opening half. On the drive, spinning his Page, knocked out of bounds by Evans. It'll stay with Niagara with 24 to shoot. As dominant as we kind of thought coming in. The Blue Devils was just too big in many respects, and the defense has been too good for Niagara to contend with. As Prudhomme drifts to the left, Boozer defending him, shoveled it over to the right, nearly picked off. Zonke trying to drive, Sarr can't get by, picked up his dribble to the baseline and Short. 10 on the timer, trying to go to work on Foster, steps through, can't shoot. Outside it goes for a Prudhomme three. Off the bracket and into the arms of Patrick Gungba. I mean, that was Foster playing post defense on Will Short, their 5, and he couldn't get a shot off.
Their 5 being 6'8" in this game, but yes.
4 seconds, the differential shot clock to game clock. Duke trying to add to a 26-point lead before halftime. Here's Gungba, the lob, Boozer down low, great position and an easy 2. Cameron Boozer now with 8, 47-19, 10 seconds to play in the half. Across midcourt, it's Prudhomme. Drives to the left, cut off by Evans. Spinning, 3, 2 with 1. It's Zonke. Didn't get it off, I don't think. Didn't make it anyway. And more outstanding defense to take us to the locker room. Not a single player in double figures, but 8 different guys have scored. And the most important part of the score line, a 28-point lead at halftime. Duke up 47-19 on Niagara. When we come back, we'll send it back to our network studios. Trip Hurd will check the scoreboard here at halftime, give you all the highlights from the opening half, and then John will be back with a look at the first half stats. 47-19 our score at the break, and our halftime coverage gets underway in just a moment.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis.
He's got it!
So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Blue Devil fans, here's your chance to team up with Duke Basketball in a season-long effort to support Duke Children's Hospital. We're asking 1,000 fans to be Hoops Heroes for the kids at Duke Children's by making a $25 gift to the charity Stripe 1000 Challenge. Your gift enters you for a chance to win 2 tickets to the Duke UNC game on March 7th. Give your $25 by texting Hoops Hero to 243-725 and become a Duke Children's Hoops Hero today.
This is Blue Devil Basketball from Learfield.
Whether you're in the market for a new boat or just need service or accessories for an existing boat, turn to Overbee Marine. Now with 2 locations in Kittrell and Lake Gaston, Overbee Marine offers the highest quality of marine products and services, including the latest from Sea Ray, Centurion, Avalon, Bennington, as well as Cobalt boats. Overbee Marine also offers the largest selection of parts in the region, along with full-service facilities at their 2 locations. Stop by or give them a call at 252-586-3593 or online at overbeemarine.com. Overbee Marine. Don't let adventure pass you by.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
On the Blue Devil Sports Network from Learfield, welcome to the Blue Devil Halftime Report. Coming up, we'll break down the game's first 20 minutes, update scores from the ACC and the top 25, and preview the second half. The Blue Devil Halftime Report starts now.
Trip Herd with you back inside the Learfield Network studios. Time for a first half recap. Some of the big plays from the first 20 minutes as Duke leads Niagara 47-19. While Cameron Boozer's taken much of the attention early this season, his brother Caden having an impact as well. He had 7 points in 24 minutes in the Champions Classic against Kansas, and he found the range early on tonight.
Comes it into his brother Cam. Up top, Harris to the left. Haminya into the corner. Caden's open. And he rattles home a 3. Outstanding ball movement. And it's a 10-3 start here in Cameron.
Hot start continued for the Blue Devils. Malik Brown enters the game off the bench immediately, makes his presence felt on the defensive end, and that led to an easy bucket here.
Don't forget, only 6 to shoot. They get it inside for Hawkins. One-on-one with Caden Boozer. Spins, goes up, got it blocked. Brown just ripped it out of his hands. And here comes Caden across midcourt. To the right, Cam, now to the corner. Harris hits a 3. Darren Harris knocks one down, falling down. And it's already a double-digit lead, 13-3.
That basket, as Shoemate said, made it a double-digit lead for Duke. Sophomore Isaiah Evans jumps into the action, not shy at all from beyond the arc.
Picked up his dribble, now to the left, Zonke again. Tried to feed it back inside to short, stolen by Boozer. A chance to run 4-on-3. Cam to the left, Evans a 3. Count it. Defense to offense, and the lead is 14.
There you go. There was a lot of latent energy in here, and it kind of just started to boil over there with that particular defensive sequence to offense.
20-6 after that 3 for Isaiah. Caden Boozer kept it rolling from long range.
Swings it high, 6-5. Cross court, wide open. Caden Boozer hits a 3 in the left corner. Great pass, and he strokes the 3. And for the first time tonight, the lead grows beyond 20. It's 35-13 with 6:43 to play in the half.
Really nice first half for Caden on his way to 8 points. He led Duke in scoring. And we've got one last bucket from that first 20 minutes as Dame Sarr found his way onto the scoreboard as well.
Inbound, Walters got loose in the left corner, couldn't hit a 3. The rebound for Gumba, outlet pass for Caden Boozer. Sends left and Harris to the corner. Sarr sets the feet and hits a 3. Dame Sarr with his first field goal, and the lead swells to 25, and Greg Paulus wants to talk about it. We break for 30, 5:18 to play till halftime. Duke rolling already.
It all adds up to a 47-19 count as Duke leads Niagara at halftime. We'll take a break, come back, and get you a check on scores from a busy night in the ACC and Top 25. You're listening to Duke Basketball on the Blue Devil Sports Network.
let me grab my car keys and we'll roll.
We still going to that new bar downtown?
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. Lexi, give me driving directions from home to downtown bar district.
Autocorrect. Suggest Uber. Pick up. Home. Drop off downtown bar district.
No, I'm driving.
Suggest the Metro bus. Departing in 12 minutes.
Point taken, Lexi. We'll grab a ride.
If you drink, don't drive. Decide to ride. Brought to you in partnership by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and Uber.
Holiday scratch-offs, what a gift, it lets them dream just for a bit.
Ski-Trip, cruise ship, sports car, pristine yard, courtside seats, fancy meats, holiday scratch-offs can't be beat.
Give the gift of What If from the North Carolina Education Lottery. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning range from 1 in 3.19 to 9.95. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
This is Duke basketball from Learfield.
It's bow time. Fumble in the food on game day? Rookie move. But you know Bo can make your tailgate a winner, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Because the Carolina Legend has everything you're craving. We're talking crispy, juicy chicken loaded with real Southern flavor, fluffy, scratch-made buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your whole crew faster than you can say touchdown. Be the MVP this season and let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's bow time.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Duke University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of Duke University and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by Duke University.
Duke on top of Niagara at the break, 47-19. Before we jump into the scoreboard, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID here on the Blue Devil Sports Network. Busy night in the ACC. Right now, number 6 Louisville taking on Cincinnati in the Hoops Classic. The Cardinals have jumped out to a 42-38 lead. They've got 14-10 remaining to play there. In Tallahassee, Florida State taking care of business. They lead Georgia Southern 87-58 in the Tucker Center with under 5 minutes left there. Elsewhere in the Shriners Children's Charleston Classic, Clemson trailing West Virginia in the second half. It's 54-46 in favor of the Mountaineers, 9-12 remaining there. And in the Baja Mar Championship, Wake Forest hooking up with Memphis right now. The Demon Deacons trail 33-27 to the Tigers. Couple scores from the top 25 as well. Number 17, Michigan State taking care of Detroit Mercy at home, 59-39 with 9 minutes left in that one. Number 10, Florida leads Merrimack 48-19 as they've just gotten underway in the second half there. And one last college basketball score from the top 25. Number 12, Kentucky leads Loyola Maryland 54-22 with 16 minutes left to play in Rupp Arena. We'll take a break, come back with more halftime coverage here on the Blue Devil Sports Network.
At Reed's Jewelers, we know that the rules of engagement were made to be broken. So don't settle for the first ring you see in the case. When you put a ring on it, make the moment your own with something that's just as unique as your love. Whether you're going big, keeping it subtle, or finding a happy medium, we're here to help you say I do with a one-of-a-kind design. Because doing things your way is what makes them mean everything. Reed's Jewelers, an official partner of Blue Devil Sports. Visit your local Reed's Jewelers in-store or online at reeds.com to chat with an expert.
Down many ways, streets, and lanes all across America, you'll find Valero at your go-to gas station. volunteering with local charities, fueling communities 365 days a year, and generally being a good neighbor. So whether you're in Texas, Louisiana, or Tennessee, or right here in Durham, you can always depend on us getting you where you need to be, in life or on the road, right now.
This is the Blue Devil Sports Network from Learfield.
Duke fans don't just watch the game, they live it. Sitting in traffic on the way to the game might sound boring. The pregame rituals, post-win celebrations, and everything in between is nothing but brilliant. That's why PNC is proud to be a sponsor of Duke Athletics and support their devoted fans. Because keeping your finances boring allows you to make exciting memories full of all the things that make game day feel like game day. PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. Member FDIC.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids facing unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness and disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Join us in the movement to get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org to learn more. Team Impact. All in, all together.
Duke all over Niagara at halftime, 47-19. Blue Devils shooting 60% from the floor compared to 25% for Niagara. Blue Devils knocking down 7 threes. Niagara's had 5 threes, but they've only had 6 made shots altogether. For the Blue Devils, 9 players played, 8 players scored, led by 8 points from Cameron Boozer, 7 from Caleb Foster, and 6 points and 7 rebounds from Patrick Gongba. And the Blue Devils have forced 10 turnovers and turned those into 10 points. So 20 minutes to go. Blue Devils in charge in Durham, 47-19. We've got the second half coming your way. You're listening to Duke basketball from Learfield.
You got next. The next open road. The next uncharted trail. With Ford Bronco and Ford Bronco Sport, you've got the next great SUV. Equipped with a blend of off-road performance, on-road precision, and plenty of power to conquer the next adventure. For the latest offers on a new Bronco or Bronco Sport, you got next. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Oh my goodness! FanDuel Sports Network is your new home for your home team. That's what I'm talking about! Watch all the big hits. Oh, mercy! Big shots. What a dime! Big goals. He scores! All in one place. Are you kidding me? For coverage of Blue Devils athletics, the Carolina Hurricanes, and the Charlotte Hornets, visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com today and watch all season long.
For the latest in news, notes, and special content, head to GoDuke.com. This is the Blue Devils Sports Network from Learfield.
Think about the last time you moved. Remember how you said you'd never do it alone again? We know moving is tough, but at 2 Men and a Truck, we make it easy. No matter the move, big or small, we'll make it a smooth one. We're the movers who care and will prove it with our 96% referral rate and courteous background check movers. We're local and affordable. We can help at a price that won't make you wish you'd done it on your own. When you're ready, give us a call or find us online for a free estimate at 2menandatruck.com.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Off we go to the second half. The Blue Devils leading by 28, 47-19. 8 different guys scored in that first half. The leading rebounder was Patrick Gongba. He had 7 rebounds to go along with his 6 points. A couple of different guys had 8. Both of them had the last Same last name, easy enough for me to say. Caden and Cam with 8 apiece. Caleb Foster had 7. The Blue Devils hit 7 threes. Niagara had 6 field goals. That kind of tells you the story as the Blue Devils taking care of business here at home. Appear well on their way to a 6th consecutive win to start the season. It'll be their 20th in a row at home. We'll watch them go right to left here in the second half as we're underway, and Niagara will have it first. Up top, Walters. Run to the weave, and Prudhomme gets a touch. Looking inside, not there. Over to the left, Walters on the drive, trying to turn the corner on Boozer, cut off by Dame Sarr. And now back up top it comes. Prudhomme. And Walters again. Deep into the shot clock they go. 9 to shoot. Walters got to the right side of the paint, put the chest into Sarr, fed it back up top. Driving inside, stepping through is Hawkins off the window, missed it badly. Boozer the rebound. And here they come, trying to go up by 30 for the first time tonight. Let's go Duke is the chant here inside Cameron Indoor Stadium. Caleb Foster shovels one up top for Dame Sarr. Works his way to the left off a Boozer screen. Back to him inside. Steps through. Takes the contact, and he'll shoot 2. As Will Short picks up the foul. And as Cam heads to the line, we remind you that Food Line is a proud sponsor of the Score to Get More program. For each free throw the Blue Devils make in tonight's game, Food Line Feeds will donate 100 meals to a local college food pantry or food bank. The 19 points given up in the first half tonight by John Shire's group. No surprise. Fewest this season in the first half as Boozer knocks down the first free throw. He's got 9. A chance to be the first in double figures if he can knock them both down. And the right-handed free throw shooter takes the lead to 30.
49 to 19.
So long way to go. 19-14 to play in the ball game. Reggie Prudhomme gets it into the arms of Trent Walters. The junior point guard, the transfer from Indian Hills, gets rid of it for Justin Hawkins. Looking to get one to the baseline. Short reach-in foul going to be called on Gungba. That'll be his first. And Niagara will inbound on the right baseline, right side of the hoop. It'll be Prudhomme to cue it in. Gets it inside, deflected out of bounds by Evans. Short couldn't catch that one cleanly. He's over for a word with Hawkins, trying to get the play design organized for this baseline out of bounds. Waiting. Prudhomme lobs it into backcourt. Dangerous pass caught up there by Justin Page. Page with 14 to shoot. Working with the left-hand dribble off of a screen set by Short. Ran into by Gungba and Sarr. Rattled out. Now it's Gungba loose to throw it down. They knocked it loose, and then they run to the other end to make it a 32-point lead.
Great teamwork out there at midcourt between Sarr and Gungba. Turned it into a spectacular play.
Looked like a Pez dispenser and out-popped the basketball. Now here's Short sending one up top, around to the left. Walters trying to drive the baseline. Got inside, sends it back up top for a Prudhomme 3. That wouldn't go. The rebound for Dame Sarr. Dame looking to the right. Here's Caleb Foster. A clean look from 3. Good again. Caleb Foster with his third 3 of the ball game. He's now got 10, and it's really starting to open up. 54 to 19. The lead is 35. Two minutes gone in the second half. Over to the left. Short. Now Prudhomme. Walters trying to get to the baseline, cut off there, back up top Prudhomme, and now to the right. Page into the corner for a Hawkins 3 on the right. Too strong. The rebound for Cameron Boozer. Big advantage on the glass as well. 20-11 right now. Dame Sarr, baseline drive. Walters grabbing him, and there goes the whistle. And that'll be the second on Walters. We told you Niagara has Howard here tomorrow. Then they head home next Saturday to take on Detroit Mercy. Of course, their hometown Niagara University up in New York. A little warm this weekend, getting chillier up there, though. Do you think it's like snowboard season yet? Like, hit the slopes?
It's getting pretty close, yeah.
Always a good time to get some outdoor activity during winter. As Evans on the right will try a 3. Good again. That is three-pointer number 9 for the Blue Devils. And they have really opened it up. It's 57 to 19. They're up by 38 on Niagara. And we get a whistle and a timeout taken by Greg Paulus. Well, he knows what this feels like inside Cameron Indoor Stadium, but he's on the other end of it right now. 17-16 to go. We'll take a break. Duke rolling here at home.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Are you ready to show your Duke pride wherever you go? Visit shop.duke.edu, your one-stop online store for all things Duke. From the latest apparel to must-have accessories, Duke University Stores has it all. Whether you're a student, alumni, or fan, shop.duke.edu has something for everyone. Get your hands on exclusive Duke gear today. Shop conveniently online at shop.duke.edu, where real Duke fans shop.
Your Harris Teeter grocery haul can earn you savings on gas with our fuel points. Earn 1 fuel point for every $1 you spend when you shop with your Vic card on your favorite products, fresh produce, and organic brands. Track your fuel points in the Harris Teeter app and redeem your points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. The more you shop, the more points you earn. It's like getting gas money just for shopping like you normally do. Click to learn more. Harris Teeter, in food with love.
Today's game is presented by Steel. You can't be a boss at the big box store. Find your local Steel dealer at steelusa.com and become a boss today.
A 10-0 start to the second half for John Shire's group, and they are just pouring it on against Niagara. 57-19. They lead it by 38. And Greg Paulus, in his return to Cameron Indoor Stadium, only has one more timeout to work with. As a reminder you, the Duke basketball is brought to you in part by Coca-Cola. Passionate fans and an ice cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. We'll talk about Greg Paulus, of course, from 2005 to 2009. He was here, 3-year starter. Of course, 3 of those years he played alongside the current head coach of the Blue Devils, twice a captain, twice an ACC tournament champion. One of those things you think about the record book, he's got a key piece in it. He had 15 assists in a game against Valpo in December of 2005. That's the most by a freshman in a single game. Second most in a game all time, tied with a bunch of others right behind Hurley, who has the record with 16.
And if I'm not mistaken, either his freshman or sophomore year, I think he ended up leading the ACC in assists as far as assists per game for the season. Yeah,
that's Roth. I wrote it down. Roth going off top of his mind. 5.2 a game.
It's in there somewhere.
His junior year, he also led the ACC in assist to turnover ratio. His sophomore year, he was dealing with that foot injury for a good chunk of the season. He's back here at home, and then Blue Devils taking it to the Purple Eagles right now. Hawkins sends it over to the right. Page cut off on the baseline by Harris. And now Hawkins off of a curl. It's Prudhomme trying to step through, having a hard time. Bounces one to the right. Page cutting to the hoop, and he lays it in off the right. Kind of stepped to the baseline, and he's got 7.
Just their second 2-point field goal of the game so far.
Stops the 10-0 run to start the half. Here's Caden Boozer off of the screen to the right elbow. Lobs it inside for Brown. Deflected out of bounds by Walters. Sabino will come back in. And let's see who heads out. That'll be Prudhomme. These two, Niagara and Howard, play each other tomorrow. And then the Blue Devils will play Howard on Sunday. As Boozer gets it in, Caden trying to get it to Cam, but they turned it over on the deflection. Able to get a hand on that one was Justin Page. Just the 4th Blue Devil turnover. They nearly got it right back as Haminia deflected it out of bounds in front of Page. He's looking at the bench saying, challenge that. And the head coach says, no, not right now. You only get one. Let's do another look. I don't think they would have won that challenge.
I don't either.
Walters. I feel like you see it a lot in the NBA where the head coaches get swayed by their players to challenge and then they lose it, as we get a hand check at the other end now. As Haminia picks up his first.
It's good to be confident, but,
Each of those order those games, which would you prefer if you were in Greg Paulus' seat or Kenny Blakeney's seat? Would you rather have the Duke game first or be fresh for the game against Niagara if you're Kenny Blakeney's seat?
I think I'd want to have the Duke game first.
Get used to the building?
Yeah, get that going. Yeah.
Here's Hawkins, inside, spinning on Boozer, stepping through, tough, two, high off the window, no, the rebound out of bounds, last touch by Niagara. And I do wonder how soon, obviously we're watching from a little perspective, but also for Niagara, they empty out their bench, trying to keep guys fresh for tomorrow afternoon. Cameron Boozer bounces one for Hamenya, the lob to Brown, couldn't finish the dunk because able to get a hand on it was Shibangu. The redshirt senior out of Justin, Texas. And back into the ball game comes Drew Larson. So we said normally Greg Paulus' group goes about 9 deep. They've been about 10 deep here this evening. As Caden Boozer bounces one for Brown, catches under the rim, sends it out for Harris. Nice ball fake. Inside he goes, put it up, couldn't finish. And out of there with it is Page for Niagara. He wants to push it in transition to the right corner. Walters, he'll take a three. Good, his fourth of the ball game. And he is the first into double figures for Niagara, 57-24. All four of his field goals have been from deep. He's got 12. Cameron Boozer to the left, Malik Brown now into the corner, Caden Boozer. Up top, Cam gets a touch. Driving, left side of the paint, stepping through. Triple team, goes up, can't score. The rebound into the arms of Sabino. Looked like Cam maybe got hit on the arm, no whistle though. Page across midcourt, trailing by 33. Spinning on Caden Boozer, knocked loose by Caden, came back to Page. Sabino now trying to get inside. That was deflected, and then he touched it last on the way out of bounds. A turnover for Niagara will be their 12th, and we've got a timeout. 15-15 to go. Duke in control, up 57-24.
Let me grab my car keys, and we'll roll.
We still going to that new bar downtown?
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. Lexi, give me driving directions from home to downtown Bar District.
Autocorrect. Suggest Uber. Pick up, home. Drop off downtown Bar District.
No, I'm driving.
Suggest the Metro bus. Departing in 12 minutes.
Point taken, Lexi. We'll grab a ride.
If you drink, don't drive. Decide to ride. Brought to you in partnership by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and Uber.
The Brotherhood plays here. This is Blue Devil basketball from Learfield.
Whether you're in the market for a new boat or just need service or accessories for an existing boat, turn to Overby Marine. Now with 2 locations in Kittrell and Lake Gaston, Overby Marine offers the highest quality of marine products and services, including the latest from Sea Ray, Centurion, Avalon, Bennington, as well as Cobalt boats. Overby Marine also offers the largest selection of parts in the region, along with full-service facilities at their 2 locations. Stop by or give them a call at 252-586-3593 or online at overbymarine.com. Overby Marine. Don't let adventure pass you by.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
15-15 to play in the ball game. The Blue Devils in control of 57-24. And tonight's game between Duke and Niagara is presented by Steel. You can't be a boss at the big box store. Find your local Steel dealer at steelusa.com and become a boss today. David Schmidt alongside John Roth. John Rose, our producer and engineer, back inside our network studios, is Trip Hurd. I know everyone is probably still a little bit full from grabbing that sub earlier today, but we're back at it tonight. Quick reminder, we're in the second half now. So if Niagara on the same trip to the line misses consecutive free throws, we all get a free Harris Teeter half sub come next Friday. Don't miss it this year. You got to download the Harris Teeter app. You get the digital coupon the day after the game. The offer is valid at participating Triangle area Harris Teeter locations. As always, our thanks to Harris Teeter, proud partner of Duke basketball. We went an entire season hunkering for a sub, some satisfaction around lunchtime, and it's just been a cornucopia this season, John Ross.
It's been great, and there's nothing I'd like more than next Friday to sink my incisors into a sub from Harris Teeter. It would be.
Are you that meticulous when you go for the sandwich?
I am. It's
wow.
I would love to get a bite of one of those next Friday.
See, you learn something new every day. So John Rothbury, takes the deli meat out slice by slice. Meanwhile, back to the basketball side of things. The Blue Devils trying to add to a 33-point lead as we approach 15 minutes to play. Caden Boozer from Malik Brown to the right. Isaiah Evans is open. Couldn't hit a three this time. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Niagara. So the Blue Devils will get a second opportunity. They're shooting 58% from the field and 50% from three. Goodness. Caden Boozer trying to get it in. Bounces it to Brown, and that's why just dunks it down right in front of the rim. He came wide open. He's got 7.
Brown 3 for 3, and they've all been dunks.
59-24. Savino dribbles all the way to the right. Now here's Walters trying to drive the right baseline. Cut off by Darren Harris. Brings it back up top. Page, a clean look from 3. Fading away. He missed it strong. The rebound for Shibangu. Now back up top. Walters rimmed off on a 3. Brown the rebound. Outlet pass for Caden Boozer. They want to push the pace, leading by 35. To the left, Harris. To the corner, Evans. A ball fake and a drive. Got inside. Back up top. Caden wide open. Good again. The Blue Devils hit their 10th 3 of the ball game. And Caden Boozer's into double figures. He's got 11.
Yeah, that's his third out of those 10.
62-24. By the way, 15 assists on their 20 makes from the field. Larson swings it around to the left and Page. Page looking for Walters on the right. Not there. Trying to turn the corner on Darren Harris. Cut off by Brown. Got airborne. Threw it back up top for Larson. Now to left, Walters. Open as he's been all night. And he throws an air ball up there. Wow. Darren Harris out of there with it. Here comes Caden Boozer across midcourt. Waiting up top, Evans. He's open again. Too strong on a 3. Got his own rebound to the right. Darren Harris will set the feed. And it rimmed off. The rebound volleyballed around. Isaiah's got it. Evans steps inside. Up top, Caden to the left corner. Haminya. And this one's good. Nicholas has his first field goal. And the lead swells beyond 40. It's 65-24 with 13:27 to go. Walters crashed into by Brown. Got into the paint. Flipped it to the left. Too tall for Page to shoot. Sabino for Larson up top. He'll launch. Too strong. Long rebound chased down by Shibangu. Now on the left, Page. Fed it to Shibangu inside. Outside Walters. Open again. And this time the 3 is good. So Walters with his 5th 3 of the ball game. He's got more than half of the points for Niagara. 15 of the 27. 13 minutes to go. Haminya on the left. Think about another one. A handoff for Isaiah. He'll face up. Drive Walters into the paint. Spin to the left. Step through. Whip it to Haminya. Got it again. And the assist probably better than the shot.
Isaiah Evans. Quite a pass on the drive and flipping it into the corner.
Isaiah's got 3 assists now. 12:37 to go. Whistling a foul on Isaiah at the other end. Reaching in will be his first. Everybody that has played for John Shire tonight has an assist. You talk about team basketball, taking all 9. How about that?
They've all had an assist, and they've all scored, and looks like all but one has had a rebound. So, yeah, it's happening all the way through the roster tonight.
Fresh faces coming back in. Let's hit the 5. Caleb Foster, Caden Boozer, Dame Sarr, Nicholas Haminya, and Patrick Gungba. It's 68-27 with 12:35 to go. Sabino sends it up top for Griffith. Shibangu sets the screen. Griffith into the paint, trying to step through, can't shoot, just spinning. Fed it inside. Gungba going to get called for a reach-in, trying to deny the feed to Shibangu. That'll be his second. 4th on the team. And it'll be Niagara to inbound right baseline, right side of the hoop.
Blue Devils had just 5 fouls in the first half.
The inbound, it's Griffith. Up top. Trying to drive is Prudhomme. Cut off. Tries again. Sends it to the right and Griffith. Littles have gone zone. Little 2-3 look. Prudhomme to the right. Griffith. Crossover dribble. Got inside by Foster, but cut off by Sarr. 2 to shoot. In jail. Put it up. Blocked by Dame. And Caden Boozer has it. In transition. 4 on 3. Caden right to the hoop. Lays it up. No. Gungba the rebound, and he's fouled and will shoot 2. As Shibangu picks up number 3. Timeout on the floor. 11:56 to go. It's Duke 68 and Niagara 27.
Holiday scratch-offs, what a gift. It lets them dream just for a bit.
Ski trip, cruise ship, sports car, pristine yard, courtside seats, fancy meats, holiday scratch-offs can't be beat.
Give the gift of what if from the North Carolina Education Lottery. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning range from 1 in 3.19 to 9.95. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
Down many ways, streets, and lanes all across America, you'll find Valero at your go-to gas station, volunteering with local charities, fueling communities 365 days a year, and generally being a good neighbor. So whether you're in Texas, Louisiana, or Tennessee, or right here in Durham, you can always depend on us getting you where you need to be, in life or on the road, right now.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just non-stop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Today's game is presented by Steel. You can't be a boss at the big box store. Find your local Steel dealer at steelusa.com and become a boss today.
11:56 to go in this one. The Blue Devils by 41, 68-27. David Shoemade alongside John Roth. John Rose, our producer and engineer, back inside our network studios is Trip Hurd. By the way, if you weren't with us early in our pregame show, always great to visit with Duke Vice President and King Compton Family's Director of Athletics, Nina King. And her term extended this week through 2031 as announced by the President of the University, Vincent Price, and of course, our Athletics Director, Nina King, amongst many of the luminaries gathered here tonight inside Cameron Indoor Stadium as the Blue Devils look for a 6th consecutive win to start the year.
Absolutely. This is
not a bad start to her tenure, by the way.
Yeah, right. She's in her 5th year, and I think when you get to your 4th year and you're on a vice president level at Duke, an evaluation process goes into play, and she certainly was evaluated very favorably from what she's done here in the 4 years plus that she's been on the job.
A lot of it tethered to this guy talking to the team right now. Final Four, Elite Eight, 2 ACC tournament titles. Of course, we're talking about Sean Shire.
Hadn't done bad at picking 2 football coaches either. 3 bowl games in the last 3 years. And hopeful of another one this year. Got to come up with at least one more win.
Baseball program hosted a super regional a year ago. We know what the softball program has done consistently since its inception.
Women's soccer, College Cup contender almost every year, like this year.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Speaking of pretty good, Gungba 6 of 6 at the line. And he's there out of the timeout, and the first one is good.
Yeah, Blue Devils in this half have been pretty good. 22-8 over the Purple Eagles since the intermission.
One more to come. Got them both. So Pat's into double figures. He averaged 4 points and 3 rebounds last year. He's already averaging nearly 12 points and 7 rebounds this season. Granted, not quite as much playing time a year ago with the likes of Kaman Malowach that he was rotating time with. Shabangu. Prudhomme. Looking over to the left. Off of a curl. Getting a touch is Zonke. Deep into the shot clock they go again. 6 and 5 now. It's Prudhomme working his way to the right, trying to turn the corner. Cut off by Gungba. Fed it inside, though. And Shabangu able to get his first field goal via a dunk. 70-29. Little sprint down floor. 11:20 to go. Haminya on the right for Dame Sarr. Off of the screen. Dame to the left. Caden Boozer bounces one for Patrick Gungba. Looking to the right. Dame's got it now. Bobbled it between the legs with a dribble. Kicks to the right. Haminya 10 to shoot. Nicholas behind the back, 7 and 6 into the paint, knocked loose and stolen. Out of there with it is Savino, and then a foul on Dame Sarr trying to stop the break. That'll be the first on Dame with 11:02 to go as we see Malik Brown and Cameron Boozer coming back into the ball game.
Blue Devils really have done a pretty good job of taking care of the ball in this contest. Just 5 turnovers so far, and their shot selection has been pretty good as well.
And already 4 in the double figures now, and a couple more on the cusp. Isaiah's got 8. Brown's got 7. Sabino sends one up top. Shivangu holds it high, sends it over to the left. Josiah Sabino. Now another handoff. Shot clock melting again. Here's Zonke, knocked loose by Caleb Foster and stolen. A race to the other end, behind the back to Boozer to throw it down. Threw it over his head, and big fellow with a punch. And it's 43. The lead, 72-29 with 10.5 minutes to go.
What an unselfish play by Caleb Foster for the Blue Devils. The 18th assist in this game.
Zonke at the other end, found by Gungba as he was trying to finish inside. Pat will pick up his third. Zonke has only taken 2 free throws all year. He's made both of them.
By the way, no, that's not the 18th assist for Foster this game, but for the Blue Devils. He's had a couple, though.
As we learned earlier, that would be a record.
That would be a record.
Here's Zonke. They want the sub. The band and the students to our right. He's got to miss them both, so you got to start with the first one. He hasn't missed this year, and he hasn't missed yet. Makes the first here, his first point. The transfer from Eastern Washington gives us a chance to tell you that Blue Devil basketball is brought to you in part by Coca-Cola. Passionate fans and an ice cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. Second free throw, good as well. Good looking stroke too for the big fella out of Croatia. 72-31, 10:20 to go. Quick hit ahead on the left for Cameron Boozer. Oh man. I don't know if that was a lob or a chest pass going to the opposite corner. I think it was for the corner 3 for Sarr, but he was cutting to the hoop. And Boozer rifled it out of bounds. That'll be turnover number 6 for John Shire's group. Griffith off of the screen up top. Thought about a step back 3 instead to the left. Sabino. Now into the corner it goes, and Prudhomme. Boozer there defensively. Well, at the midway point of the second half, with the Blue Devils up by 41 here at home. On the left, Zonke going to try a 3. Air ball. And the Cameron Crazies will confirm that for you in the background.
They've had that chant out a few times tonight. This Niagara team shooting just 26% from the floor, 10 out of 38, and a few of them have not drawn iron.
Foster lobs it to Brown, cutting on the baseline. It's Boozer, and blocked cleanly, they say. Brown able to save it to Sarr. What a save underneath the hoop. Now a dump off for Cam inside. Going to work in the paint, steps through, takes the contact, and he'll shoot 2. As the whistle came after the shot was missed, and the foul will be on Sabino. That'll be his second. You never know what you're going to find with the Crazies. I don't know if I've seen the Cookie Monster this year, but I like the new wrinkle in the graduate students that I'm guessing we're going to call it the Slim Reaper for Isaiah Evans. It's the Grim Reaper. You like that, no?
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
In the middle, right in the middle.
Oh, okay.
And Boozer able
there
to.
We go. Yeah.
First he's got 13. See him now?
I think, yeah.
Okay.
There he goes. Okay.
One more to come for Boozer. He and Gungba, 11 of 11 combined at the line. Make it 12 out of 12. 4 of those for Cam, 8 of them for Gungba. And Cam's got 14 all of a sudden to go along with 4 boards. And it's 74-31, 9:28 to go. On the right, Hawkins bobbled it. Brown knocked it loose again. Into backcourt they go. Foster dives to save it, but going to pick up a foul instead as he crashed into the back legs of Will Short. That'll be the second on Caleb, and we'll walk to the other end to shoot 1 and 1. Unfortunately, that means no opportunity for sustenance because you got to miss 2 in a row on the same trip. But it does give us a chance to tell you to check out the Duke Basketball Radio Show, The Fast Break with head coach Sean Shire. It's presented by the Washington Duke Inn and Golf Club. Our next episode comes your way this Monday night, November 24th. We'll be with you throughout the season. You can catch the show live on WRAL News Plus, 96.5 FM in Durham, 99.3 FM in Raleigh, and on the Buzz, 620 AM and 104.5 FM, and across the entire Blue Devil Sports Network. The front end is missed on the free throw from Short.
But there's no second shot.
Blue Devils have this 43-point lead as we approach 9 minutes to play. Brown to the left. Boozer thought about a 3. Steps closer. 17-footer. No. Rebound. Brown tapped it. Sarr's got it. And off the window it goes for 2 more. His first field goal in the second half makes it 76-31. 8:50 to go. A bounce pass to the baseline and Short. Backing down on Gungba. picks it up. Cross court, deflected by Sarr, and now he's got it in front court. Dame, cross court. Foster's open on the left, and the three wouldn't go. Brown, the offensive rebound, kicks it back up top for Gungba. Malik had his back to the basket. I think if he realized he could have turned around and scored, he would have. Instead, Boozer's got it now. Up top, Caleb, thinking about another three. Steps to the left, lobs it for Pat, cutting to the hoop. Triple team, one dribble, steps through, and he'll shoot two. And Savino picks up his third. Malik's so unselfish. Sometimes you turn around and dunk that bad boy, right? There was no one at the rim.
Possibility, yeah, but this entire team really is, to me, becoming known for its unselfishness. They're always looking to make the next pass the best pass, and they've certainly cashed in tonight. 18 assists on 24 field goals.
And it'll be 2 for Patrick Gungba. And the right-handed free throw shooter makes another one. Larson and Walters return for Niagara. And Pat looking for his 10th make at the line. Closing in on perhaps a double-double. He's also got 8 rebounds. And, didn't get the roll here. That's just not friendly. Came all the way around and came off. Still a 46-point lead. 77-31 as we approach 8 minutes to play. Page to the left. Walters bobbled it, lost it out of bounds. Another turnover for Niagara. That's 15 now.
Ame Sarr in the middle of the action that time, challenging the pass.
2 different guys have 3 steals, Sarr and Boozer. It was the only statistical category coming in that Cameron didn't lead the team in, and Dame had him by 1, so maintaining that lead. Meanwhile, Pat on the left rattles home a 3. Didn't get the roll on the free throw. The front of the rim and down from outside. And for Gungba, that's his first 3 of the season. He's got 14 now, and it's 80-31 with 7:47 to go. I guess you'll take that trade, right? Don't get the roll on the free throw, but a friendly bounce from outside.
3 for 1.
Here's Walters. Shoveled one cross court, too tall and out of bounds over the head of Page. Another turnover for Niagara and another timeout here inside Cameron Indoor Stadium. 7:35 to go. Duke leads at 80-31.
You got next. The next open road. The next uncharted trail. With Ford Bronco and Ford Bronco Sport, you've got the next great SUV. Equipped with a blend of off-road performance, on-road precision, and plenty of power to conquer the next adventure. For the latest offers on a new Bronco or Bronco Sport, you got next. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
This is Blue Devil basketball from Learfield.
It's Bo time. Fumbling the food on game day? Rookie move. But you know Bo can make your tailgate a winner, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Because the Carolina Legend has everything you're craving. We're talking crispy, juicy chicken loaded with real southern flavor, fluffy, scratch-made buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your whole crew faster than you can say touchdown. Be the MVP this season and let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's Bo time.
Aw, shucks, the game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
7:35 to go in the ballgame. Labudo is cruising up 80-31 on Niagara. The first meeting between these two, part of the Brotherhood run. And there are 4 in double figures. Boozer and Gungba each have 14. Caden Boozer has 11. And Caleb Foster has 10. Kicking off a busy weekend for us. Really a busy 5-day stretch on the network. Here tonight. Tomorrow we'll be over in Chapel Hill for the battle for the victory bells. Littles look to make it 2 in a row against the Tar Heels. That'll be a 3:30 kick. Our pregame coverage get underway at 2:30. Sunday we'll be back here inside Cameron for a 4 o'clock tip. Duke and Howard. That'll also be the first meeting between those two programs. Howard out of the MEAC, of course, Kenny Blakeney, their head coach, in his 7th season there. And then on Monday night, we'll be back inside the Washington Golf Club talking a little basketball with head coach John Shire, the Fast Break. And then on Tuesday night, Dave Harding and the head coach of the Blue Devils, Manny Diaz, will be over there talking football. Monday night, 6 o'clock. You can listen in. Tuesday night, 7 o'clock.
And then you get Wednesday off, and then you can listen in Thursday night to Duke basketball again on Thanksgiving evening.
Got to give you time to go do your shopping.
Got to get to
make the
buy
turkey,
that turkey,
the
prepare that pumpkin pie. Yep.
And that good old congealed cranberry sauce that everyone loves this time of year.
You know how I feel about that. I like it, but I like the real stuff better.
Out of the timeout, it's Evans, Haminya, Gungba, Harris, and Caden Boozer. Caden's got it up top off of a screen set by Pat. Now they got a little two-man game going. Whistle, they're going to say Pat was moving on the screen. And that'll be 4 on Gungba. Ooh, I believe all of them have been here in the second half.
Well, he is filling up the stat sheet. But, wow, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 9 for 10 at the free throw stripe.
He's only missed one shot all night. It came at the line. 2 of 2 from the field, including that 3 a moment ago. As Hawkins for Niagara has it now. Page can't shoot over Haminya. Can't get by him either. Deep into the shot clock yet again. 10 to shoot. It's Hawkins on the right baseline, 12 feet out. Underhand scoop for Page. Now Hawkins wants to drive. Got inside. Gungba recovers well. Floats it up. Left it short. And the rebound for Haminya. Under 7 minutes to go. 80-31. Nicholas with a right-hand dribble behind the back. Switches to the left. Cross court. Evans. Little ball fake. Driving. Whacked at. Out of bounds. Last touch by Niagara. So Whittles inbound. Left baseline right side of the hoop with 6:48 to go. Leading by 49. And Caden will be the inbounder. Holds it high. Leaves it for Gungba. He towers over Page. Page trying to knock it loose. Pat put it on the deck. Spins by him to the baseline. Put it off the window. And he'll have a chance for 3. A little skill from the big fella. And it's 82-31.
Pat having a night for the Blue Devils here in this contest. We've certainly talked about the scoring and rebounding and block shots, assists. Just doing a little bit of everything. But nice move that time inside.
The foul on Page will be his first. Lead beyond 50 for the first time, and it's 83-31 as Pat completes a three-point play. Might be the end of the night for him as we see Ifeanyi Ufochukwu come into the ballgame, the graduate student out of Nigeria, grad transfer from Rice. Around the perimeter it goes. Prudhomme. To drive. Page spins, fades away, and can't hit off the front of the rim. Evans has it now. Haminya streaming across midcourt. Waiting, leaves it for the trailer Evans. Isaiah lobs it inside for Iffy. Knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. You are with some pregame show. We had a chance to catch up with Cameron Sheffield. Now one of 2 transfers on the roster that came from Rice. He was talking about how he's best friends with Iffy. About his experience and led to Iffy coming here. Plenty of size for Iffy. Standing out there at 6'11", 240. Meanwhile, Evans on the left can't hit a 3. Iffy battling, couldn't get the rebound. And Larson with it now. In transition. Scoop and a foul as Haminya got a piece of the arm on Prudhomme. And free throws for Niagara with 5:55 to go. Prudhomme hasn't scored here in the second half, and he still hasn't. So here we go. A chance for a sub if he misses 2 in a row. That's his first miss at the line this year. And it's even brought John Rose to his feet. As is every crazy in the building. And the right-handed free throw shooter rattled it home. 5:55 to go, 83-32. Haminya to the left, Evans. A clean look from 3, and he hit it, and he was fouled. How about a chance for 4 for Slim as he goes into double figures?
And and you got to love it. He took a three-point shot, got fouled, ended up on his backside on the court, and everybody else, all of his teammates go over to help him get up after that play. There's just so much affection with the members of this team. It is really a brotherhood on the floor.
The foul on Zonke will be his first, and before the free throw, we'll see Cameron Sheffield come into the ballgame for the first time. The graduate student out of Alpharetta, Georgia. And if Isaiah can hit the free throw, we'll see Jack Scott, the senior, out of Colorado Springs, a transfer from Princeton. My money's on Isaiah making it, and that's why. He's only missed 2 all season, so he'll finish with 12, and it's 87-32. The latest run is 15-1. Goodness, Niagara doesn't have a field goal in nearly 6 minutes. The defense has not let up all evening long. Blue Devils have 14 threes. Niagara has 10 field goals. Larson. They go over to the left. Hawkins run to weave up top. Prudhomme for Hawkins. Little ball fake. 10 to shoot. Fuchuku out there defensively. Squaring it up. Driving is Page into the corner for a rainbow three that's no good. Larson an offensive rebound. Zonke was the one who missed the three. Prudhomme on a baseline drop. Cut off by Scott. Back up top for a Page three. No. And the rebound for Jack Scott. We approach the final 5 minutes. 87-32. On the right, Haminya. Fuchuku sets a screen. Haminya turns it down. Drives to the right baseline. Gets into the paint. Shovels it to the left. Sheffield. Couple of jab steps. And now back up top for Nicholas. 12 to shoot. Whipped it inside. If he's got it, and he lays it in. Ifeanyi Ofuchukwu with his first field goal. And it's 89-32.
Nice hesitation on the pass, and it opened him up for a wide open trip down the lane.
You'd love to see Sheffield get a bucket tonight. He's the only guy on the roster that hasn't scored this season. His driving is Hawkins, blocking foul on Harris, and he'll have a chance for three. As Hawkins has his first points of the ball game, and Darren picks up his second foul. Of course, Sebastian Wilkins is redshirting, they announced after the game against Western Carolina. So he's the only guy. Obviously, he won't play this season. Everyone else has played, but Sheffield is yet to score. 4:31 to go. I like his chances. I'm calling it.
Calling it, okay.
Hawkins trying to complete the three-point play, able to hit it.
He did have some moments of excellent offense when he was at Rice. I think a career high of 17 points one game.
89-35. The margin is 54. Harris cross court. Haminya three on the left. Good again. Boy, they've been raining from outside. 15 of 28 now. And Nicholas Haminya's got 9. 5 in double figures. He's the next in line. Zonke up top, squaring the shoulders is Landon Williams off the bench for Niagara. Larson has it now, and now Hawkins dribbling to the right, trying to turn the corner on Iffy. Got it blocked. Ooh, man, that looked clean. But the foul will send him to the line to shoot 2 as Iffy picks up his second. Our final timeout in Cameron. 3:55 to go in the ball game. Blue Devils lead at 92-35.
Are you ready to show your Duke pride wherever you go? Visit shop.duke.edu, your one-stop online store for all things Duke. From the latest apparel to must-have accessories, Duke University Stores has it all. Whether you're a student, alumni, or fan, shop.duke.edu has something for everyone. Get your hands on exclusive Duke gear today. Shop conveniently online at shop.duke.edu, where real Duke fans shop.
At Reed's Jewelers, we know that the rules of engagement were made to be broken. So don't settle for the first ring you see in the case. When you put a ring on it, make the moment your own with something that's just as unique as your love. Whether you're going big, keeping it subtle, or finding a happy medium, we're here to help you say I do with a one-of-a-kind design. Because doing things your way is what makes them mean everything. Reed's Jewelers, an official partner of Blue Devil Sports. Visit your local Reed's Jewelers in-store or online at reeds.com to chat with an expert.
Hey, I'm Coach John Shire with Duke Men's Basketball. For our team, preparation starts long before tip-off. Every practice, every play, and every recovery matters. If a player is injured, they need expert care fast. That's why we count on Duke Orthopedics for quick access to world-class care. And you can too. From Cameron and North to locations throughout the Triangle, they have experts to help keep you in the game. Don't let pain bench you. Duke Orthopedics is ready when you are.
Orthopedic appointments within 48 hours. Duke Health is ready when you are. Visit DukeHealth48.com to schedule an orthopedic appointment.
Today's game is presented by Steel. You can't be a boss at the big box store. Find your local Steel dealer at steelusa.com and become a boss today.
Shot clock melting again. Here's Zonke, knocked loose by Caleb Foster and stolen. A race to the other end, behind the back to Boozer to throw it down. Threw it over his head, and big fellow with a punch. And it's 43. The lead, 72-29 with 10.5 minutes to go.
What an unselfish play by Caleb Foster for the Blue Devils. The 18th assist in this game.
Zonke at the other end found. He also had 10 steals. I mean, any way you want it. Just a thorough beatdown tonight inside Cameron Indoor Stadium, 92-35. That play, we're going to call it our defensive play of the game. It's presented by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. If you weren't with us in the pregame show, we talked with head coach Sean Sharp about Patrick Ungva specifically, and he said the thing that he's noticed this year is his consistency. Well, how about a 17-point night, biggest scoring effort of his career, topping the 16 he had against Army earlier this season, and that 3 was the first in his career. So checking off a couple of boxes here tonight. I don't think that 17 is going to hold for very long. That's another prediction I got for you this year. You got sticky notes to put all these things down?
I got a couple right here. Yeah, I'll write them down.
Out of the timeout, it's Hawkins shooting 2 for Niagara. He missed the first, and you know what that means. They've got the Harris Teeter sub mascot out there trying to get another free sandwich. On the way, good. Hawkins teasing everybody. 92-36. 3:55 to go. Hamenya, Sheffield, Harris, Ofuchukwu, and Scott, the 5 on the floor. Here's Darren Harris at the left elbow. Back to Iffy, curling to the rim. Takes some contact, some more, and they say it was stripped cleanly out of there by Will Shorts. So the Blue Devils turn it over just the 8th time tonight. Niagara has 16. And we approach 3.5 minutes to play. Up top, Zonke. And now Griffith. Works his way to the right. Nearly slid the pivot foot. Up top, Zonke a 3. That ricochets off the backboard into the arms of Scott. Jack Scott across midcourt, top of the key, sizing it up. Looking to the left, drives that way. Got inside, knocked loose, taken away. As Niagara gets a theft and Will Short able to take it away. Griffith, Short playing catch up top with 3 minutes to go. A crossover and a drive. Got inside. Righty push shot. No. Rebound fought for. Jack Scott has it. An outlet pass for Darren Harris on the left. Waiting. Leave it for Scott on the left. Drives the baseline. Cut off by Griffith. Trying to back him down. Whips it cross court. Sheffield. Short on a 3. He finally got a hand on the rebound. Ofuchukwu, but out of there with it ultimately is Landon Williams for Niagara. Man, I thought I had it there. 2.5 minutes to go. Still time. Driving the baseline underneath the hoop. Wild scoop. Good and a foul for Will Short. This first field goal of the second half. I think Iffy's going to pick up the foul. Well, we'll see. Yeah, Iffy did. His third. And it'll be Short, who's yet to take a free throw this year. Trying to complete the 3. Actually took one earlier and missed it. So we'll have one more here. 2.5 minutes to go. The lefty free throw shooter missed that one as well. The rebound, volleyballed around, and Hamenya's got it. His 4th rebound of the ball game. He's also got 4 assists, and he's on the drive. Kicks to the right corner. Sheffield again. Oh, nearly banked it in, but it ricocheted out of there. And the rebound for Niagara. 2:10 to go. 92-38. Inside Scott with Hamenya defending. Trying to back him down. Got into the paint. Spins into a double team. Oh, nice pocket pass. And Larson gets the lay-in. Drew Larson with his first field goal. 92-40. Little was still comfortably ahead with 1:50 to go. Hamenya works his way to the left. Feeds Darren Harris. A clean look from 3. Rattled out. Whistle and a foul on the rebounding action on Niagara. Be on, they're saying 20. There is no 20 on the floor, at least that I can tell. Maybe 10? Now they're saying the foul is on the Blue Devils. And there is a 20 in white, and that's Jack Scott.
Yes.
And now we'll have to figure out who the free throw shooter is with 1:43 to go. double bonus for Niagara, which brings the sub back into play. As Landon Williams will shoot his first free throws of the season. Or at least we think he will. They're at the line checking. Actually, now they've changed the free throw shooter.
I think a couple different guys have walked up there.
Trying to get their moment. A.J. McBride is the current contender at 6'5". Freshman out of Cincinnati, playing for the first time this season. And yep, it is 35. So your freshman playing for Niagara, and your first field goal attempt of the season will come at the free throw line at Cameron Indoor Stadium, shooting in to a wall of band members and students, and he's strong on the first, and now he doesn't realize that this place is going to go wild if he misses a pair. And now it's getting noisy, and he hits the second. 92-41. 1:43 to go. Amenya gets the screen, works his way to the left, plenty of room to operate, cross court in the corner. Jack Scott's open, and he hits a three, and the bench loves that. His second three of the season. Saar and Boozer, Foster all losing their mind. 95-41. Spinning inside, Scott knocked it loose to the deck, and a foul coming on Iffy, and he fouled out as he dove on the back of Will Short. So someone's going to have to come back into the ball game, I believe. Well, officially they're going to say it's not his fifth foul, excuse me, it's just his third. 1:19 to go. Short, strong on the first. And Greg Paulus is going to talk before this last. He's going to ice his own guy with a sub on the line. We're going to break for 30. 1:19 to go. The Littles up 95-41.
Hey, I'm Coach John Shire with Duke men's basketball. For our team, preparation starts long before tip-off. Every practice, every play, and every recovery matters. If a player is injured, they need expert care fast. That's why we count on Duke Orthopedics for quick access to world-class care. And you can too. From Cameron Indoor to locations throughout the Triangle, they have experts to help keep you in the game. Don't let pain bench you. Duke Orthopedics is ready when you are.
Orthopedic appointments within 48 hours. Duke Health is ready when you are. Visit DukeHealth48.com to schedule an orthopedic appointment.
1:19 to go in the ball game. The Blue Devils comfortably ahead, 95-41 over Niagara. As we drift past 9 o'clock here on the East Coast, 10 seconds for station identification. This is Duke basketball from Learfield. In double figures tonight for John Shire's group. Dungo's got 17. Boozer's got 14. That's Cameron Boozer. Isaiah Evans has 12. Caden Boozer has 11. Caleb Foster with 10. Hamenya on the cusp with 9. And he will be out there perhaps the 6th before the night is done. He's out there with Harris Sheffield, Ifeanyi Ofuchukwu, and Jack Scott. It'll be Will Short with one more free throw. He missed the first. If he misses this one, everyone in the building and everyone that has the Harris Teeter app gets a free half sub, but he made it. It's 3 in a row where they missed the first and made the second. 95-42, 1:16 to go. Sheffield across midcourt. Drifts to the left, back up top, Hamenya. Now into the corner, Darren Harris on the right. Jack Scott's got it again. Showing a little post move. Got into the paint. Kicks to the left. Sheffield. A baseline drop cut off there. Behind the back of the dribble. Into the paint. Spins. Goes up. Got it! Cam Sheffield inside. Has his first points of the season. And it's 97-42 as we do go into the final minute. That was a strong move, too. And now nearly a theft up top for Hamenya as he picked the pocket up top of Drew Larson with 49 seconds to go. Blue Devils 3 away from the century mark. If they get there, it would be for the third time this season. Larson to get it in for Griffith. The most they've given up, talking about Niagara this year, is 83 in their opener to Duquesne, so already 14 more than that tonight. Griffith on the right, got inside, a bounce pass for McBride, bobbled it, dribbled it on the baseline, and the Blue Devils will get it on a 17th Niagara turnover with 38.2 to go. got to take a 3, right, to try to get to 100. How about Hamenya to get him to be the 6th in double figures tonight? He's got it up top, drifts to the left. Back to the right, Harris. To the baseline, Scott. Up top, Nicholas sets the feet. Give it to him! Hamenya's got 12, and it's 100-42. All 12 of his points since halftime. Always nice when a story comes together. Meanwhile, for Niagara, the 3 is no good. Out of the arms of Williams. The rebound for Jack Scott, and that'll do it. 100-42 will be the final score as the Blue Devils overwhelm the Purple Eagles and win it by 58. Now 6-0 on the season. Niagara falls to 2-3. 6 in double figures. Patrick Gungba, a personal best. He has 17, including 10 of 11 at the line. 1 of 6 in double figures for head coach John Shire, who picks up his 95th win at the helm of the program in his 4th season. 100-42, the final score. We'll take a break. Much more to come from Cameron Indoor Stadium as we get going with our postgame coverage in just a moment.
Your Harris Teeter grocery haul can earn you savings on gas with our fuel points. Earn 1 fuel point for every $1 you spend when you shop with your